Yo, what's good, guys? Welcome back to the Vibe Podcast. Another episode. Episode number 4, I think. It is number 4. Yeah, it is. Episode number 4. As per usual, you've got me, JRFIZZY. Hello. Good morning or good evening, wherever you're watching. Also, co-host, LadToDad. How you doing, my friend? What's going on?
I'm good, man. I'm good.
You good?
We are filming this. Well, we were supposed to film this an hour and a half ago, but I was in bed. So, bit of an L.
Good times. Good times.
Other than that, I'm doing really good, man. I'm doing really, really good. How about you?
Yeah, not bad, man. Ready to go. Kind of. Do you know what? I've actually slept really well today. After like a week. Just random, I thought I'd say. I feel really good today. But we've got a surprise for you guys. As we've been trying to hype it up the whole week, we've got a very, very special guest. You guys have been asking, putting names out. I haven't actually seen anyone get it correct, but obviously you'll know from the title of the video. We have got the main man, Meelayyb, in the building on the Vibe Podcast. Let's go, man. How you doing, bro?
Let's go. How's things? You good?
Yeah, man. Team of the year. Team of the year.
I'm not too sure if people are going to be happy at them. You know, you bigged up a big guest, and I'm just like, yeah, it's me. Hello.
I mean, you are a big guest. Let's not even try and play it down, bro.
A little bit, I guess, but I wouldn't say. Oh, there's bigger guests, isn't there? I kind of fell off.
The Vibe Podcast will be the revival.
I mean, you never know.
You never know. You never know if there's anyone watching. Yeah. Literally.
Made an appearance because of Team of the Year, then? Is that what it is, Meelayyb? Team of the Year. He's got to get his marketing out there. He's got to get his name out there again. It's Team of the Year.
To be honest, I mean, I hate to bring it back to FIFA already, but I feel like this podcast is literally every time you talk about something, you end up linking it back to Team of the Year or to do with FIFA. But
oh no,
yeah, it's just
it's crazy.
Let's not get there yet. We'll go there eventually. But
I was gonna say the only reason it goes back to FIFA is because Fizzy always wants to have FIFA content creators on.
No, that is a lie. Do not listen to this fraud, okay? I don't know what's going on. I've been set up. I've been set up. That is fraudulence.
It is. So,
no, but to be fair, I've been watching the podcasts. They've been I watched the Reapers one.
You've been enjoying it.
I've been enjoying it. Yeah, it's been good.
It's good to hear,
Great
man.
fun.
I appreciate that.
Wait, glad you've been enjoying it. I've not been enjoying the editing though. I've not been enjoying.
Oh,
this
mate, the editing is the only bit that.
People don't realise the work behind it, man. It's an absolute hassle. It's a stress.
I swear down, this PC it's dying on me with these episodes. It's not used to exporting an hour and a half videos. I can tell you that for a fact.
Times 3 as well. Times 3 if you think about it.
It's proper rocking up till about like 80 degrees in there, and it's like I'm getting worried.
Oh god.
Oh mate. Same with my PC. Every time I load up a stream, I feel like I'm gonna crash. Every time.
Well, when I stream Warzone on PC, and when I'm trying to stream it and play it, like I have to run my fans at 100%, and my PC is just like
sounds like a proper airplane. Yeah,
mad.
So wait, you game on the PC and stream on it as well? So
yeah. So it's only just about capable of it, but it does just about manage it.
That is crazy.
Luckily.
Yeah, that's mad.
Mine would die. Like mine would just look at he'd look at me and be like, "You're trying to stream a game on me as well? Nah, you're all right, mate. Nah, safe. I'm gone." That's what you do.
Yours crashes at 6 p.m. content now.
This is what I'm saying. My stream literally crashes when I'm on 6 p.m. content.
You gotta blame YouTube for that as well, though, mate. Like
YouTube, oh my god,
mate,
YouTube
I don't even know what happened in my stream yesterday with YouTube, man.
Is it the chat? Have you seen? The chat's going mad, isn't it?
The chat messing up, and then people that said a message at the start of the stream suddenly pops up again. The chat refreshes. I'm like, what's going on, man?
Mate, I got someone super chatted, right? This super chat must have went on for about 20 minutes. £5, £5, £5, £5. Here's me thinking, like, what's going on here? Like, this is not £5 every time.
Does your bot keep messing up as well?
Yeah. It's a mess. It's a mess. This is why I always say, like, with live streaming, I really wish that YouTube kind of took a leaf out of Twitch's book in terms of 100%. Like, because if you go on Twitch, the stream is so chill, it's so flowing. Like, you can easily control different things. Mods have a bit more control in terms of, like, who to ban, who not to ban. They can view previous messages.
I'm loving the predictions.
Oh, it's sick, isn't it?
They are so
sick. Every single thing you can predict on, like, it's wicked. It is wicked. And plus, I think it's engaging for people as well. It's like for them to do something whilst like you're doing, like if you're playing a game or like if you're, do you know what I mean? They've got some kind of enticement to it, which is quite sick as well.
I think especially when it comes to like games like FIFA, like you could do like what Castro does with the prediction. You could say, "Oh, am I going to get higher than am I going to get a walkout in this pack?" And it's like you say, it's that engagement factor, which is something that YouTube just doesn't have at the minute.
Definitely.
I mean, I still think YouTube is behind with Twitch. I mean, they've announced, I think it was yesterday, Clips is coming.
Yeah, Clips are coming, but that's what I mean. Like, why don't they just focus on
behind
making their platform work properly?
Yeah.
It's like they've taken away the whole check the channel feature. Like, why did they ever remove that?
Wait,
what's the check, Joe? Yeah, what's that?
So you know, like when you obviously you can see the live stream.
Yeah.
When someone comments in the chat, you used to be able to click their comment and go check channel.
Oh, okay, yeah. So
But
you
now,
would know if it's
anyone could pretend to be anybody as if they don't have a tick.
Oh my god,
And you can't check if it's real.
Yeah, that happened to me when I first started streaming. I remember having a fake Haber account come in, and then I had a fake Nerdfire account come in. But then word got back to Nerdfire, and he was live on stream on Twitch, and he checked out my channel on stream, and then he was like, "No, I'm
real one came in."
Yeah, he was like, "Oh no, I'm the real one," but because he didn't have a tick, I was so dubious. I was just like,
"That's what I mean."
Just had fake accounts. Like
Brandon Smith came into my stream the other day. I was like, "I don't know if it's actually him. I've got no idea." I'm like, "Hello, Brandon Smith. If it actually is you, like, I don't know if it is."
It shouldn't be like that though, should it? Because then it's just an awkward conversation if it is the legit Brandon Smith.
Imagine embarrassing yourself if like really big content creator comes in and you're thinking, "Oh, get out of here, you troll." Do you know what I mean? Imagine you just saying that to it's crazy.
Exactly.
It's so embarrassing.
But then, I mean, that sort of leads on then quite nicely to, we always do it. If you've watched the previous episodes, I always like to do this. For people that don't know who you are, which is going to be quite rare given our audience at the minute, they should know who you are. I mean, give the people, the viewers, a quick 2-minute Dragon's Den style as to who you are and what your channel is.
All right. So I'm Meelayyb. I've got a FIFA channel. Stream on YouTube every single day. Mostly around the same time as Fizzy, to be fair. So
love the consistency. Always great.
So yeah, I mean, the consistency's good.
Yeah.
I've also done done other bits on YouTube. Like I did daily vlogging for a bit, weekly vlogging. Did that for the most of last year. Apart from like the last week. And yeah, that's really it. I'm just a mostly FIFA YouTuber. Streamer. I won't say YouTuber. I'd probably say streamer. I think I've fall into the category of streamer.
Have you converted from videos to streaming now? Really?
I like doing videos, but they just don't do as well. I don't think.
Yeah, I think we've noticed a shift in YouTube recently. I've definitely noticed a shift where I think videos now, unless it's the most, we've mentioned it 50 times, the people probably get bored. But unless it's like the most spectacular thing ever, it's like streams are going to be much better in terms of.
It's like Haber tweeted out the other day saying that someone commented on his video.
Oh, I saw that.
There was no point watching the video.
I saw that.
What was that? I never seen this. What's said?
So basically, someone he tweeted like a comment on his video. Someone was like, "Oh, I'm not watching this because you don't back a team of the year."
No, the comment basically said, "Don't bother watching. He didn't get one."
Yeah, exactly.
Like, how are you commenting that on a video? It's like, what do you expect? A team of the year in every pack.
But that's the expectation, though, isn't it, of people nowadays?
Yeah, I mean, I recorded all of my pack openings, but I didn't get one, so I was like, "There's no point even putting into a video, to be honest."
Yeah, that's the thing. Same as mine. I did packs yesterday. I mean, I got a couple of walkouts here and there, but. Nothing special.
Get any?
I didn't get mate. I've seen my mods are tweeting me, right? I've got random people sending me messages saying, "Oh my god, pack Ronaldo in a 2 rare player pack." I'm thinking, just what's going on? Like, where are you guys getting this luck from? I don't understand it. I'm seeing team of the years left, right, and centre everywhere and upgrade packs.
I got one from one of my viewers yesterday.
It's crazy. I haven't seen it. Like, I haven't got one for my viewers or myself. I've just seen it in pictures.
To be fair, I mean, use Hursty Games as an example. He had like 2,000 packs saved or something, and he opened 1,000 packs yesterday. Well, I think it was 900 he opened, and he didn't get anything. And then I think it was pack 950. He packed one. I think he packed Davies.
Yeah.
You know,
I know he got Geppetto in his icon pack.
Oh yeah, Geppetto.
I heard about that.
See, this is what I'm saying. The luck. How are you out of every single icon you get mid Eto again? That surely that has to have some kind of.
I got Zanetti, so.
Oh, sorry, I got mid Ashley Cole yesterday. So
I'm hoping to have one tonight, so we'll see what we get. I doubt I'll get anything special, but you know, it is what
Crazy,
it is, man.
isn't it?
It is
So
what
just
it is.
to just go back to your channel then, Meelayyb.
Mhm.
So what made you start YouTube? What was the one thing that you went, you know what,
God.
I'm gonna do YouTube. I'm gonna start doing videos.
You know what? It actually goes all the way back to when I was. God, how old was I can't remember exactly how old I was, but I was watching Syndicate did a day in the life.
Yeah.
And
Oh, okay.
I watched that video and I was like, well, this guy's life is just crazy. Like, what is going on?
He's living good at it.
I was like,
yeah.
and like, hold on, let me just have a look. I can't remember what day in the life Syndicate. Let me just get a date on what it was. But it was that was it. It was 9 years ago he uploaded it.
Wow.
1.5 million views.
Jesus.
2011.
2011.
He uploaded that video, and I was like, bro, this is just mental. So I was like, I might as well just give it a go. I'm gonna give it a go, see what happens. And started making videos and stuff. And it really didn't get anywhere to start with. Like, it was probably like 2 or 3 years I was doing content and not really. I mean, it got like, you know, I say it didn't really get anywhere. It was getting like 50 to 100 views per video, and I didn't stream at the start, obviously.
Yeah.
But yeah, it just kind of went from there, and then somehow I stumbled across FIFA glitches, which then I was like, yo, why is no one doing these on YouTube?
Yeah.
Started doing FIFA glitches, and then they just went.
Channel
Like,
popped
they
off.
The views went mad on the FIFA
Yeah,
glitches.
I can imagine.
So from there, I was like, well, we might as well just keep doing this. Like, I carried on making them. I mean, people say that it's clickbait and stuff, which in one aspect it is. Like, it was a bit clickbait, but one thing I never did was I never like straight up lied. Like, I never went.
I think it's a fine line, isn't it? That
Yeah,
you have
100%.
you have to. This is the thing, like it's that balance, because everyone can say like, oh, this video is clickbait, but then it's like. I think it's more just when you actually do YouTube, and when you learn about it, and when you actually get to grips, I think people start to understand it's not clickbait. You obviously, at the end of the day, when you're uploading a video, you're not uploading to get 0 views. You're uploading to get as many views as possible. So you have
100%.
to word your title in a way where it's just a play on words. It's just a clever wording of a title.
Yeah,
and I mean, obviously there's clear clickbait out there. If I upload a pack open and I said, oh my god, I packed 10 team of the years when I packed 0, then that's clearly clickbait. But it's like,
well.
You have to word
on
yourself.
the note of clickbait, I mean, I learned the hard way from my first FIFA 21 video.
Yeah, yours was a
if
shambles.
you remember.
Shambles.
My first FIFA 21 video went down the shitter, pretty much. From the minute I uploaded it, because I titled it, what a way to start FIFA 21. We packed Pele and Raul. Technically, we packed Pele and Raul. It just wasn't the icon versions.
Oh no.
So, but the thing was, the thumbnail was Pele and Raul cards, and sneaking behind them was the shitty gold versions of Pele and Raul.
Do you know what? Do you know what you would have, if you had like one of those troll faces on thumb? I think it could have actually done well.
Did the video do good then, or?
It got some views, but put it this way, it probably got 90% dislikes.
Oh god.
I was like, great start, great success to FIFA 21.
What a start.
So yeah, clickbait. Don't do it, but in a sneaky way.
Do it clever, man. Like, if you're gonna, you gotta be
That's
smart.
one thing I always say. Like, I don't like. I just spotted an opportunity. I guess I spotted a gap in the market.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. Definitely.
People were looking on how to make coins. I thought, well, I need to take advantage of this. And that's what I did.
Nice, smart, to be fair.
Without doing that, I wouldn't be where I am today, I don't think.
Yeah.
So same with the YouTube streams. If I didn't do YouTube streams, I wouldn't be over 100k. A chance.
See, that's
when
mad,
did you start
isn't it?
YouTube streams? Quick question.
So YouTube, I started doing YouTube streams in FIFA 17, I think.
Oh, swear, you were
FIFA 17,
proper early buys then.
Team of the season, I think it was.
Oh, okay.
I started that.
Oh, FIFA 17 team of the season. Good time.
that was a big one because it was
Good
was great times. Yeah, it was a great game.
You always
So
done YouTube streaming then? Or
I've always had like opportunities here and there that have been on other platforms, but I do other games on Twitch now and do just FIFA on YouTube is what I do now.
Yeah, I think a lot of people. I think this is the thing. I think this is where it comes in. Like, that's why you get loads of people making different channels and stuff, because once you build an audience on a certain thing,
Defo.
it's like it's so difficult to stray away from
100%.
that one topic because no one cares about anything else.
To be fair, a lot of my channel growth also came from, I don't know if you've heard of the game called Pacey Bits.
I've heard of Pacey Bit. Do you know what? So many of my viewers said, "Oh, you should play Pacey." I have no clue what it is. What is it? What is it?
So basically, it's basically just it's strange. It's a strange concept. It's FIFA.
Yeah.
Without gameplay. It's just like you collect the cards on your phone.
Insert LadToDad's joke. Oh, this is perfect for you, Fizzy.
But it's FIFA 21 then, isn't it? It's literally FIFA 21. That's what you're describing.
When I was watching the Reapers podcast the other day, I was like, they're literally describing Pacey Bits, and that's why Pacey Bits did so well.
Yeah. Like, it makes sense.
I was uploading just like trading videos on Pacey Bits, and they were doing mad numbers, like crazy numbers, like over 100k views and stuff like that.
That's it.
And if you check my channel, most of my videos, my biggest videos are Pacey Bits videos, and that took me from like 100k to like 150, like 50,000 subscribers, all for Pacey Bits, which is crazy.
That maybe explains why EA have copied them then with a card trading game.
Well,
Makes sense.
Unfortunately, it's not about anymore because they sued them. EA actually sued them.
Oh right. Oh really?
Wait, what? So are they not a thing anymore?
So it's still a thing. Yeah. But they didn't make an app for FIFA 21. They were like, well, we can't do this anymore.
So what was it? Was it literally like? What was it?
So you know, like Footbin or Footwatch, they've got it as well, right? Footwatch have something similar. They would have, so you could literally open packs on Pacey. You can open packs for free, or you can open packs with coins. They also have SBCs on there. They have Draft of Glories on there. But like, you can do everything on the game apart from actually play the game.
Apart from playing it, yeah.
They must have been making a fortune.
Wait, can you load up like points and stuff on there?
No, that's the one thing, you can't buy points on there. But they must have been making so much through ads. EA cottoned onto it.
Yeah, that's what I was going to say, because people all they were doing then was feeding off people's addiction to open packs, and people not actually spending money to get that feeling of opening packs and that feeling of being able to pack a big player, which is like non-existent. But they would. Yeah, that's mad. That is crazy, isn't it? Capitalizing.
There's still an app out there called. It's another app. It's not actually Pacey. It's called Madfoot. And people are saying it's I mean, I don't know if it's as big as Pacey Bits, but people are saying that's actually someone that used to work for Pacey Bits now runs that app, and that's basically the same thing. You just open packs,
crazy,
and collect all the cards.
That just goes to show, I'm not going to lie, that just proves my point from last episode. I know we're talking about FIFA already, but it literally proves my point that this whole game is an addiction, and it's just gambling. He hates
the menu, I swear to God.
People have gambling addictions. Listen, I'm not going to go and rant because I ranted on stream for 2 hours, but that just proves everything that I've said about this game, and people's addiction to it is absolutely bizarre. So yeah, I mean, do you do YouTube full time then, Meelayyb, or
at the moment? Yeah. So
full-time thing.
I finished uni last year, and I was like, right, we're gonna give this a full go. I'll be a year into it in like end of April.
That's mad. Wait, seriously? That's crazy. What? I just didn't know that. I didn't know that. That's crazy.
yeah. No, that's cool. That's cool. Like I said, I don't really know a lot about you guys, so I'm up to telling you guys anything really.
Yeah.
It'll be a full year probably, and I mean the first year's not gone too bad. I'd probably say that I wish I tried a bit harder. Like.
Yeah, you always have that.
Everything that's happened over the last year.
Yeah,
like there's a lot of stuff that's happened, and just to still be doing it, I guess, is a bonus.
I mean, going back to then sort of you streaming and doing video uploads. So we've talked about this previously, but I'm a firm believer that you need to pick one or the other when it comes to YouTube. I feel 100%. Like you either have to do streaming and not do video uploads, or just focus your channel on video uploads. I mean, what are your thoughts on that? Do you think that it's...
No, I agree. I agree. It's you definitely have to pick one or the other, which is mostly why I don't really do videos anymore. Just because, if I do a Thursday morning stream for rewards, I get so many people in there. They watch the rewards. Oh, sick rewards. Yes, I'm going to do a video on it. I'm like, yeah, let's do it. Do a video. The video will flop because
it flops,
the initial, the big like fan base I've got, the OGs, the hardcore viewers, they've already seen the packs.
Yeah,
they're not going to watch it again. There will be a certain amount of people that will watch it again, but like obviously, as you guys know, the first like hour of a video is so important on the platform. Like the percentage of viewers you get in that first hour like matters on how well the video is going to do. So the video just flops straight away, which unfortunately it's one of them. And that's why, like the Twitch guys can kind of get away with it, because not a lot of people over on Twitch would have seen the video.
Yeah, it's two different audiences.
No, but this is the thing.
So
like
it's two different
Twitch's
platforms.
audience is like minuscule compared to YouTube. If you look at the numbers behind it, it's crazy. But this is why everyone streams there. That's why everyone streams there and puts videos there.
That was literally what I was going to say. Is that's the whole reason why people try YouTube to begin, because I think we talked about this in like episode 1, but I feel YouTube is very good in terms of exposure in comparison to Twitch. But I feel like people get to a point on YouTube where they're like, look, enough is enough with like the algorithm and trying to fix it and stuff like that. So they move over to Twitch and use that as the streaming platform, and then use YouTube just as the video platform. But I think it's also the issue that I feel I've got with YouTube is like the consistency with thumbnails. You know, you have to think about thumbnails for your live streams, and then think about thumbnails for your video uploads as well. And it becomes double the cost if you're using graphic design.
100%.
And the title
it's tough.
Titles as well, yeah. That's the issue. Like, to be fair, I've seen Fizzy's channel. Fizzy's killing it. Like 6 p.m. content. He's the guy to go to. You know what I mean? It's pretty mad.
And I think that's what he's branded himself as.
It's just,
we've had this conversation.
This is it. This is just that's just my thing now. Like that is just my thing. Like, I have noticed. Like, I've tried to do videos on other things, and obviously most videos, I'll be honest, flop anyways. Most do, but streams are obviously always the thing. The only thing that I'm struggling right now is like when you get that massive influx, right? I don't spend FIFA points. I don't have the resources to spend like 100,000 FIFA points, rip them open at 6 p.m. like for the massive influx of people.
Thing is, though, that's what people expect now.
No, but this is, bro, I've seen so many people every time they come in at 6, First, I've never seen the name before. Open packs, man. What are you doing? Hurry up. Like, open packs. What the fuck? Like, mate, this is boring. Open pack. I'm saying, bro, I understand that you have seen big content creators rip open millions of FIFA points to feed your addiction, my guy. But this is not what I am. Like, I do not have that resource. I'm being straight up honest with you. That I'll show you 6 p.m. content. You can hang out with us. If you like the content, if you like the community that we got in the chat and all this kind of thing, you can chill and stuff. But that's why most people just dip out. Like, I spoke to Lad about it 1,000 times. Like, at 6 o'clock, you know, on the stream analytics thing on YouTube, you'll see your viewers like massively increase. I'll see it go up to like 1,000 or whatever, and then 604, 605, bang, straight drop. Everyone's out. Do you know what I mean? It's crazy, and that's the thing that I'm struggling with. I'm struggling to how to keep that influx of people, except for doing a giveaway. I don't really know how to do it. Except it's a giveaway, I don't know how to do it.
You know what I think the problem is, though? I think the big problem is you've hit the nail on the head there, like talking about this pacey bits and stuff like that. It's that level that has been, that the bar has been set from the bigger content creators having the ability to just consistently open packs and feed people's addiction. You know, and it is tough for new content creators to come through. I mean, you know, obviously I tried to get away from FIFA because of that reason, that whole pay to win model. And you know, it is difficult. It is very, very difficult for any new content creator starting up to try and break through, you know, on FIFA.
Unless you know someone. Unless you know someone who can pull you through.
It's all about who you know, isn't it, really?
Yeah, this game is who you know. I don't know anyone, to be fair, so.
But do you know what the funny thing is, though? Some people turn around and they go, like, when they spend FIFA points, they see it as, you know, a smaller level, not the big, because the big content creators, we understand it's a return on investment. It's an investment,
but,
but for the smaller guys, you know, they try and justify their spend on FIFA points by saying it's an investment, but it's probably the worst investment possible, because they're not earning anything back from it just yet. It might be an investment for the long term, but for the short term, nobody can say that it's an investment, because they're getting nothing out of it. Like, if I chucked on 100,000 FIFA points today, you know, as an example, and I went live, all right, I might have an increase in viewers for a little bit, but I'm not earning my money back on what I've spent on 100,000 FIFA points. I can tell you that for a fact.
Yeah, definitely not.
You know, and that's the issue. It's like, it's the only game in the market where content creators are having to spend thousands on the game to remain still up there. You know, it blows my mind. Absolutely.
You'd probably be better off putting it into Dogecoin, the way that's going.
So, in terms of your channel, then, Meelayyb, I mean, what direction are you trying to take? Because I know you've dabbled in sort of the vlogging, like you touched about, and you've done FIFA. I think you did the vlogging more to talk about your story, didn't you? But
Yeah,
we'll go into that,
yeah.
a little bit later.
Yeah, I mean, I feel I don't. To be fair, I don't really have an answer for you. I mean, I'm kind of just like seeing how it goes at the moment. Like, I'm doing the daily streams. I want to start doing a bit more vloggy stuff, but obviously with the current times, just like you can't really do that.
It's impossible. No?
Right now.
It's a bit difficult what content to do as well, is it?
100%.
It's you're just at home all the time.
Yeah, that's what I mean. So it's like, hi guys, I'm back. It's not a lot to do, but yeah, I want to try and defo explore the vlogging side of things a bit more. Maybe like with certain challenges and stuff, and see how that goes. And obviously keep the FIFA stuff up, but I don't think FIFA's going to be around for much longer, which is the only downside.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm seeing it already. Like what you've just said there, I'm seeing a slow decrease, especially on YouTube. On Twitch, it's banging. People watch, they sub, whatever. To be fair, like this year's blown up so many like FIFA content creators.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? Like there's so many that have blown up on Twitch. Like you got Foot FG, you've got other people and stuff like that. There's so many that have blown up. Like DeWood, I think, like blown up. Was it this year or last year? Whatever. Last year, yeah. But there's so many people that have come through. But on YouTube, I am slowly seeing like you're seeing so many channels, like proper OG channels, like kind of like yourself in a way, not like in a dig way, but you can see like viewers just are not interested in anything else but packs.
Exactly.
Packs, like they're just not. If you don't bang open 10 icon packs, you just might not get the views that you expect and what you. To be fair, what you should get if you think about it, like, but it's difficult, man. It is difficult.
Yeah, definitely.
But this game is dying. This game is
100%.
dying. Like,
but don't you feel, Meelayyb, that you're in a position realistically where you've got a community and you've got an audience that are watching you for you? Because you mentioned there you've got like half of your subs, you gained from Pacey Bits. That game is obviously not necessarily around to a degree.
No.
So you've got sort of 50% of your audience that have watched you for a game that's not FIFA, even though it's got FIFA mechanics to a degree. But don't you feel like you could technically play whatever games you want to play and enjoy yourself? Because that's the position I'm in at the minute, and I'm intrigued to know from a big content creator point of view. Like,
I mean, I feel like whatever I stream, I'll always have that OG hardcore fan base. They'll watch me do whatever. But it's about, obviously, as I'm trying to grow that fan base, it's about finding the game that will help me grow that as big as possible, really. I feel like if I went live with The Sims on my channel today, like, I would have the OGs watching, but I don't know if The Sims is going to bring that kind of viewers. You know what I mean? Like, and potential people to join the OGs. Like,
I get what you're saying, because I'm in that position with my channel. Yeah, I'm in that position now because I've obviously tried to step away from FIFA. Like, FIFA's the game that I've always played. Like 18 years of playing this game, and there's an addiction, but I'm finding that now where I've tried to play games that I want to enjoy, and I love doing that because I feel it brings a fun aspect to the stream because I'm happy. But I also have seen like there is a massive dip in terms of like growth and viewer numbers, and I'm trying to not think about it that much because I'm just trying to enjoy what I'm doing. But it's always in the back of your mind because it is always
numbers affect me. Like, it's probably the biggest thing to do with YouTube. Like, numbers, like, really do get to me.
Same.
But I think this is the difference. This is why I'm so intrigued.
I should be bigger than that, and I know I should be like, I shouldn't let that affect me, but it does.
No,
this is why I'm so intrigued. I'm so intrigued because you two guys do it full time, and I don't. So I'm doing this very much as a hobby at this moment in time. So this is why I'm really, really intrigued to see how you guys fully care about the numbers, because this is your sole income to a degree. So you guys are very, very much focused on, right, I need to hit a certain amount of subs per day and stuff like that. So it's quite interesting to hear how your mentality does change when you do it full time, because I can guarantee you guys never really thought about that as much when you was just doing this for fun.
No, definitely not. I feel like, as much, obviously you got to think about the business side of things as well as the hobby side of things when you do it full time, because you've got to make sure it's sustainable enough, but then also, I mean, still have fun, I guess, is probably the way to put it.
But it's a balance. To be honest, I think it is a balance. Like, I think a lot of people, like, if you look at a lot of content creators, there are things that they do for fun. Like, for example, like in the summer, you'll see loads of Twitch streamers hop on, like, what's the racing game? What's it called again? Formula One or whatever.
Yeah.
That they'll hop on all these different games, Football Manager and stuff, but you'll still see them put out the content that brings in the bag.
100%.
Do you know what I mean? Like the bag. At the end of the day, the bag puts food on the table. It keeps the motor running, so you can do whatever fun you want outside of that, but you still got to bring the bag in as well. I think it's that balance, to be fair.
I think it's just you know, with FIFA content creators, the thing that just frustrates me more than anything is the whole when you earn money. So you guys obviously do this full time. You've got to earn your money to pay the bills. But then at the same time, the money that you're earning, because it's FIFA, the money that you're earning from YouTube and things like that, you're just pumping back into the game. And
I've stayed Road to Glory this year, so I've not actually put anything back in terms of
FIFA 21.
FIFA 20. I've not put
I
any points
respect that, bro. I've taken that decision recently. I literally said,
to be fair, it's probably not a great business decision because at the same time, I'm sitting there trying to stream gameplay, trying to grind for a card.
Yep.
I'm missing out on potential viewers.
Yeah, this is
because I'm not opening packs.
Yeah, this is it, yeah.
It all cycles back to the same thing, but it is that's the truth, like straight up.
No, I respect it.
I'd love to sit there and play the game and stream the game, but no one will want to sit there and watch me stream the game and play the game.
No
that's
the
issue. That's the issue.
Unless you're stupid good. Unless you're Anders, that level, like that's when people care about gameplay because everyone's just like, how do I sweat my ass off and get to where you're doing? Do you know what I mean? Other than that, no one cares.
Yeah, I mean, I can back that up massively. I mean, I'm a big gameplay player. If that makes sense. I hate the menu. I can't listen. I was sat on Discord last night. I was not on stream. I was on Discord and I was crafting these stupid packs, like gold upgrades, for about half an hour. And I just wanted to.
My man was losing.
Not going to say the word on the podcast, but put it this way: I was very close to.
Taking his
very close. I just got I like it's just bizarre. It's it's a football game and nobody wants to watch you play football. I don't fucking get it. It doesn't make sense.
What's meta? Why are you using them players? They're not meta.
Oh, exactly. My defense. I streamed Weekend League dinner. Was it last week? And I had about 10 people coming to the stream saying, your defense is shit. It needs changing. It's wank. And I'm like, listen, it's not Varane and Mendy. All right, calm down. You know, I'm using Denea and Koscielny, for crying out loud. I was using Banat, the special card. You know, the one from the season.
Thing.
Yeah, I was using him. And I'm like, look. Leave me be. I know it's crap, but I'm not going to use the same better players. Just calm down.
Last weekend, I did like a challenge where I scored an own goal at the start of every game.
So how did that go?
That's a good challenge. Yeah, that's a good challenge. I like that.
But the issue is, it just made people try so much harder on me.
Really?
Like, yeah, like, well, in some cases, I'll score own goals and they'd pause straight away. And I was like, what are you pausing for? I'm not leaving.
Yeah.
So then it's like the friendly situation, like all that. Like,
yeah. Oh, mate. It's not friendlies. I hate the fact that they call it friendlies. I hate it.
Yeah, it really isn't.
I hate it. Oh, it's ridiculous.
It's the whole... Listen, I understand the golden goal rule when there was not a game limit. I understand that because it was helping everybody out. And that felt like there was no toxic... You know, the community wasn't toxic because we all were helping each other out to a degree.
Yeah, but that's why they brought out the game. That's why they brought out the game limit.
And this is what I'm trying to say, though, because they don't care about us. That's why they brought it out. And then now I just feel like... What triggers me the most in them friendlies, because I was doing them yesterday for the icon swap tokens. I was doing them yesterday. The worst thing is when somebody scores against you and they pause it. As if all right, bro, I'm going to leave because you've paused it. That's just going to trigger me even more to think, you know what? I'm going to play. I'm going to be an arsehole and I'm going to score against you and then I'm going to quit.
You're one of them. Oh my God, he's one of them.
Listen, I will always play the game to try and win. I always had a rule with this game because the game limit was in there. If I went 2-0 down, I would quit. Not really quitting at 1-0. Like, you know, there's still
that's what a lot of people
in
do,
it.
To be fair.
If there wasn't a game limit and I went 1-0 down, I'm out of there because there's not a game limit. I'll just jump into another one. It doesn't impact me. But because there was a game limit, I was like, if I go 1-0 down, I'm not doing it. I'm gonna keep playing. And then it's just the instances where they paused it. I was like, you know what? I'm going to proper try hard now. I'm going to get a goal, and then I'm just going to quit.
I think it's the whole community, to be honest. The whole community, let's be real. They've just drilled us into a way where all we want to do is get the objective done to get what is at the end of the objective. We don't care about the cards we're using,
100%.
which is what it should be. Like, they bring out all these cool objective cards, and because if you actually look at the cards and like all these objective cards, they bring out all these silver star different cards. Like, the concepts are actually really cool. But when you go into a game, you just put in all these cards in. You be like, right, you lot, I need you to do this, pattern up, and then once you're done, you don't care about that team that you've just used anymore. Because you've got whatever you want from the.
But I think that's the problem, is because people are using meta players. Like, you do, I've never gone into a Foot Champs game and seen any of these silver players as a team.
No.
Like, because there just isn't really a game mode for them type of players. You know, other than when they bring out a pack for an objective, then you use it. But I think that's the problem. Like, I try to do something fun. I try to do different challenges, like what you've done, Melee. I try to use like a Leeds team on weekends.
Oh, I
try
remember
and just
that.
have some. I mean, yeah, all right. We hit gold 3 with it. We actually went 14-2 with a Leeds team. But like, I didn't enjoy it. It was so sweaty. And it's just like, what part can there be a fun element to it, to using whatever players you want to use? I mean, they brought out that Luis Suarez card. He's not really usable.
No.
I'm not gonna lie. Like, he's got really good dribbling, really good shooting, but pace is 79, and it's
his agility. It's agility and balance. A and B. What's his A and B? If a card's got 90 plus agility and balance, doesn't matter what stats he's got. He might be crap.
Bro.
Yeah, he might.
Van Bergen, perfect example.
Mate, yeah.
That card is incredible.
It's sick, isn't it? It's a sick card.
Straight up.
People were telling me, say, why'd you do Robin? Just go get Van Bergen. I'm thinking, what? You what? You've got a flashback Iron Robin, like a high level card, the guy who's come out of retirement, like someone who's like a legend of the game, who's probably going to get a future icon. He's got a flashback SBC. It's really cool. They've upgraded his skill moves to 5-star. He's high-low. And you're telling me to get some stinker in the objectives. What? This is what, like, what? I don't get it. It's crazy. But it is what it is, man. FIFA is what it is. Like, we always... On this podcast, you hear a lot of ranting about FIFA. We understand, like, it is what it is. But
I think that the reason we talk about FIFA, though, Fizzy, is because we all have an interest in it. We all have a passion for it. And as much as I say I hate the game, and you say you hate the game, and probably Melee say you hate the game when you play Foot Champs, you want to throw the bloody controller out the window sometimes. But it's a passion. I think that's the problem. Yeah. We're all passionate because, and I think I talk about it time and time again, it's our love for football. You know, we love watching football, and this is realistically the only game in the market that is somewhat playable to a degree.
Yeah,
and I think that's the issue. We just want it to be the game that we all love, and I think what it also doesn't help is we have seen FIFA go from being such a fun game and not bothered about the money. You know, back in like 2010, 2011. You know, not caring about how much money EA earned from like Ultimate Team because that wasn't really a thing back then. To now, it just cash. Being a cash cow.
Mate, I remember FIFA 11 sitting there. Every pack you open, it had to go through as a separate transaction. So like, none of this buying FIFA points, lightning rounds, go, like slamming through 12k FIFA points in what, a minute?
Yeah,
mate.
Like, you had to sit there, wait for your Xbox 360 to load through the transaction of 150 Microsoft point pack, and then open it. Like, it was such a slower process. Probably take you like a day to get through 12k nowadays.
I feel like as well. Do you remember the days, Relay, when I remember you could upgrade the players that you had and get them to 99 on Ultimate Team. So I remember having a Jermaine Beckford 99 rated in my Ultimate Team. And it was amazing because I didn't spend any money. You played the game. I can't even remember how you used to be able to upgrade them. I think it was like cards that you got and you assigned it to the player and it upgraded the stats.
I think that's how it still works on FIFA Mobile.
What, training cards?
Yeah, but it wasn't. It was full. Like, it didn't just do it for like a game.
Oh, it was a permanent thing.
It was like a permanent one. Yeah, I'm sure it was.
They still work that on FIFA Mobile, I think.
Exactly.
I remember someone showed me on Twitter they got like Tom Pope to level like overall 100 and something. It goes. That's the weird thing on FIFA Mobile. The overalls go over 100 or go over 99.
Yeah, these don't go over 99. Why do you think that is? Do you ever know? Have you ever do you ever found out why that is?
No idea. I'm guessing. No, not too sure. I'm guessing. I've got a kind of feeling this year. I think they're going to drop a 99 promo because we haven't seen any 99 cards in Team of the Year.
Oh,
they're thinking. They're sitting here.
That is a very good prediction. You know,
they're sitting here like, after Team of the Season, what are we going to do? We got Festival of Foot. We got Summer Heat. Drop a 99 promo, 5.99 cards. Van Dijk, goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Ronaldo, Messi. See it coming.
De
Just for
Bruyne
money.
or something.
Just money.
Straight up.
That's it
I mean,
straight away. They're
let's be
thinking,
honest,
how
I
can we
can
make
think
more
that.
money?
That is
Well, we've
mad.
left the door open for some 99 cards.
Yeah, exactly.
There it is. Happy days. That's what they're thinking.
They are smart little swines, man. I swear to
They
God.
literally are.
They literally are.
But I don't see what harm it would be if you still had somewhat of an ability to be able to upgrade players, like, you know, and keep it permanent, slowly but
Yeah, but
surely
that-
over the course of the year or whatever. Like,
It would impact their sales, wouldn't it? It would impact their sales.
It
Yeah, but
impact
what
sales,
I'm
yeah.
saying is, even if it's just like you're able to upgrade, I think I would enjoy this game a lot more if they had an ability that you're not able to pack these cards, you're not able to buy them off the market, you unlock it from playing the game, and it's specific cards that you can upgrade one attacker to 99, you can upgrade one midfield, any midfielder in the game, any attacker, any defender, any goalkeeper, and that way your team then, I feel, would be very balanced when it comes to all these people that do pay to win as well, because I'd have a 99 attacker, a 99 midfielder, a
Yeah.
99 defender, and a 99 goalkeeper.
The thing is, with that idea as well, they could control, like, they obviously bring out certain level cards at certain times of the game to keep the power curve at a specific level.
Yeah.
They could have that going throughout the year. So, for example, at the start, you can only have a set number of objectives to make those cards 84 rated or 85 rated. Then during Christmas time, you can unlock more to make them 86 rated.
Yeah.
And then a couple months
They
after,
kind of tried that
87,
last year,
etc.
didn't they?
Yeah, it's just
Kinda
like
tried
it's
it.
just
They
like
did, you know, with the Odegaard card they tried.
Yeah, Future Stars.
Yeah,
Yeah, the Future Stars.
What happened
yeah.
to that? What happened to Future Stars? That was it. Yeah. What happened to that concept? Where's that gone?
I don't know, mate.
what happened to the whole Team of the Year design compared to last year? Have you
Mate,
seen those
that's-
images?
that's
Have
not
you
good.
seen
That's
those
not good.
images? I retweeted it. The images that they had from
I've
last
seen
year,
the
the
two
loading
difference,
screen
yeah.
and
Bro,
everything.
I put
was
a
amazing.
TikTok up yesterday. It compares when I packed Team of the Year last year to the one this year.
I saw that tweet.
like,
I saw that tweet. Yeah, I saw that
you
tweet.
can see it. You can see the
You packed
difference.
De Bruyne,
It's
didn't
mad.
you?
Yeah, De
Oh,
Bruyne first
mate.
year, and then
Oh,
Pat Neuer
oh.
this year. So
But the difference is amazing, and it just goes to show.
It's the quality.
I
isn't it?
feel.
They don't care.
It's just the little details. It's not difficult as well. Like, imagine
Bro,
the
we-
menu right now. I've literally got the game on as I'm on this podcast. It's sat there. I'm
Same.
on the menus.
Same, yeah.
Right? And
Same.
it's Team
I
of
mean,
the
I
Year,
did have it on
and I
there.
don't see anything really branded on the menu other than a little section on that right stick, which
News,
just says
yeah.
Team of the Year. The little section there. That's
Yeah,
pretty
news,
much
yeah.
all I can see. You've got the news bit, and you've got a banner there as well.
Yeah.
But like, imagine if they branded up that whole menu all in like the blue and gold color that they've got. They just branded it up. It would just look.
I think it'd
so
increase
much
their
refreshing.
sales.
thing is, they don't need to, do they?
I think that's the problem. That's the issue.
Yeah, yeah.
I think we talked about it last week. I said that's the problem. You got to put yourself in their shoes. They're earning enough money as it is. So
After Team of the
realistically,
Year, even if they dropped a team of informed bronzes, they put lightning rounds out, they'd still sell out.
true.
You know
It doesn't
what?
matter. Like, people just
I
want to
know,
open packs
if
to
they
get the new cards.
boosted up these random
crazy.
bronzes, yeah.
And that's
They
the
drop-
problem.
They
You
drop
put
one
your-
rated cards. People would still buy packs to get them because they're new.
Yeah, it's a shiny toy,
know what I
isn't
mean?
it? It's the new shiny toys.
You put
Crazy.
yourself in their shoes. If you was in their shoes, and I literally asked the same question to Fizzy. Like, if you was in their shoes, you wouldn't change anything, would you?
No, definitely
Because you're
Yeah.
earning. Like, why would you want to change anything? Because you're earning more and more money every year for doing
Exactly.
nothing. So why do you want to fix the game? Why do you want to change it? Because they're just lapping it up. People will always moan about the game, like I do, but I know deep down I will always come back to the game because of my love for football and that feeling. It's so weird, like that feeling of just scoring a finesse shot or something on a game.
That rainbow flick, bro. That's your thing.
It's just, it's hard. It's so hard to explain. It is an addiction.
It's
swear
an
down,
addiction.
it's
That's
just an
hard to
addiction.
We
explain.
could
That's
talk
what
about
it
it for
is.
hours. We can talk about it for days, in fact.
I've admitted it's an addiction.
That's the
That's
first
it.
step to recovery.
That's the first step to recovery.
Exactly. There's no level of recovery here, though. I can tell you
Oh,
that.
mate.
Jesus. So going back to you then, Mila. I know we've gone on to FIFA, and
Yeah.
every time I go to
Massive
FIFA,
tangent.
It's always gonna
it just
It's just a
triggers
massive
me.
tangent,
There's
isn't
just
it?
something there. It triggers me.
We'll always end up coming back to that eventually, won't it? Whatever we talk about.
So what I wanted to ask is, obviously, you had your own podcast,
Yeah.
which was, I think if I recall, it was called Bangers and Mash,
Bangers
which
and
I
Mash.
love
Was.
the name.
Yeah, the
Love
name's
the name.
sick.
And I think you did that with your friend Dalty, didn't you?
Dalty, yeah. Yeah.
So what was that all about then?
So me and Dalty met back in, God, it must have been when I started streaming back in 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Honestly, like one of the soundest guys I've ever met in my life. Like, I think when I get, obviously I'm engaged now. When I get married, he's probably gonna be my best man. Like,
that's
that
sweet.
kind of
That's
that kind of values.
That's good,
like,
man. That's sick.
Like when we met, I knew straight away. Like,
Yeah.
it sounds like I'm in love with him, but I'm not.
Me
I've
and
got a bit
Lad
of a
have a similar
bromance. I guess it's a bit of a
connection,
bromance, right?
me and Lad have a similar relationship.
Literally, yeah. So
You're not wrong.
probably one of the soundest guys I ever met.
Yeah.
We met back then. Obviously, my channel wasn't big back then. I had like 20,000 subs.
Yeah,
I guess.
Fair enough.
Obviously not to where I am now. I'm not saying that 20,000 isn't big, but to where I am now, it was nothing. And yeah, we met then. We did. I think we recorded a few football videos.
How did you meet him?
He came to the streams. He was one of my viewers.
Oh right.
Yeah,
okay, fair enough.
He came into the streams. He was chilling with that. At the time, obviously, I was already with my girlfriend.
Yeah.
So yeah, and yeah, we just stayed into contact.
That's
and then he was like, "Do you want to do a
incredible,
podcast?" I was like, "Yeah, let's do it." We started the podcast. It didn't really get. I mean, we got decent views. It just didn't really go where we expected it to go.
Yeah.
And obviously, all the stuff that happened in my personal life and my health and stuff, that kind of had an impact on it. And eventually, we just didn't get it going again, which is a bit of a shame. I'd love to get it going again, but
yeah, I think it's one of those things, isn't it? Because it's like with us doing this podcast. I mean, you know, Fizzy has obviously got a big audience, and you know, I'm on my grind as such.
Yeah.
But to us, it was always an idea of wanting to just do something because we were just so intrigued to hear people's stories on, you know, how they started YouTube. Because I mean, at the minute, don't get me wrong,
I love
it's
listening
very
to
much
people talk about YouTube stories. I love it.
Well, it's very much FIFA at the minute because that is our passion and that's who we built our audience on. And that's the thing, like we want to get other YouTubers on. Like, I want to understand that I want to get a Minecraft stream on. I don't like Minecraft. I hate the game, but I want to get it on because I want to hear the story. You know, and that's to me is what it's about. But yeah, I probably can, you know, Fizzy can probably back me up here, but I don't really look at the numbers on this channel to a degree at the minute because all it's a case of is
it wasn't really when we started our podcast we weren't really looking at the numbers. More of just we wanted to do it. Yeah, because me and Dalty have this kind of chemistry that works.
Yeah,
but especially for like a co-host kind of podcast. I don't think we fully explored where we could go with it. It's like we tried the Cult Road to Glory this year on the channel.
I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. I saw the video.
That was good as well, and it's the same again. We had the chemistry to make that go far, but unfortunately, that didn't really. We stopped recording that. To be honest, if we just put our minds to it, we could probably create something. It would do insane, but we just. It's
life. I get it. No, I get where you're coming from. Sometimes it's difficult to always get like, especially when you set it from early on, when you both into it, and you're like, all right, we're gonna do this day every single week. And it's difficult to keep up with unless both people are like, you know, just always 100%. Free and stuff. And life just isn't like that. Do you know what I mean? Yeah. Shit happens, man.
It's tough. I mean, life in general, you know, has its ups and downs, and especially doing YouTube and balancing everything up is tough. I think it's a time thing a lot of the time as well. You know, I know Dalty runs his own business, doesn't he?
So, he's very busy with that stuff.
Exactly. So it's like it's trying to do a co-op sort of thing. It's a time issue. I mean, today filming this is a prime example.
This is what I mean. Yeah.
me being in bed, you know, Fizzy moaning.
Yes.
But yeah, I
was up raring to go.
I mean, obviously, you know, talking about life, and I know you briefly mentioned it then. You know, for those that obviously don't know, you have been quite open with a lot of the health problems that you have had, and that's one thing that you did the vlogging side for, so people could get, you know, they could get a real understanding of what was going on day to day.
100%.
But I mean, for those that obviously don't know, I mean, do you wanna just give us an overview as to what was?
I mean, it goes well. We cover the recent stuff after, but firstly, when I was 14, I was diagnosed with a thing called CML, which is basically chronic myeloid leukemia, which is like a form of blood cancer. I don't know if you two know that. Or
I
not.
did, yeah.
I didn't know that. No,
I did see it, yeah.
Well, okay, so I had this thing called CML, and bro, it was so scary, man. When I was 14,
I can imagine. I can't. I'm saying I can imagine. I can't imagine. That's just mental.
So it started. I actually I felt I was like getting dizzy at school. And it was the weirdest thing. I had a pain in my side, and that's all I remember really, feeling dizzy and getting a pain in my side. And eventually they sent me in for a blood test. And then my blood test came back. Well, it didn't come back actually. It got sent off to get like analysed. We went home for tea, and then we were about to have tea. Heard a knock on the door. I was like, "Who's that?" Then went to the door, and it was my GP. My GP knocked on the door. He's like, "Is Miles here?" And he's like, "I was like, yeah, why?" He's like, "He needs to go up to the hospital." I was like, "Right." We went up to the hospital. Obviously, I was only 14, so they didn't tell me a lot. They just said, "Oh, we've got to run some tests."
Yeah.
They took my mum out to another room, spoke to her. She came back in crying. I was like, "Geez, what is going on here then?" I was like, I'm a bit scared now.
Yeah.
And then next morning they took me straight down to Birmingham Children's Hospital, and that's where they told me. They were like, "You've got leukemia." And I was like, "Right." And then I was just, to be fair, I was all over the place. I probably started crying, to be honest. I can't really remember, but I probably started crying because obviously you think the worst when you get told you got cancer. You're like, "Shit, what's happening here?"
Yeah, it's that instant.
You know what I mean?
Like, yeah.
Especially when you're 14, I was like, "Oh my god, what is happening?"
That is crazy.
So yeah, it turns out the way they found out was my blood. So your white blood count. I don't know if you guys know a lot about blood and stuff, but your white blood count's normally around the 10 mark.
Okay.
You have, like, I don't know what measurement it is, but the way they measure your blood is this unit of white blood cells comes out about 10. Mine was 300.
Jesus.
So the fact my white blood cells were so high was because my body was trying to fight off an infection. So they were trying to battle the infection, which turns out was this chronic myeloid leukemia, which is a cancer of the blood. Basically, there's something wrong. I think it's in something to do with my bone marrow. The way my bone marrow creates cells, it now creates them in a slightly different way, and that's why my blood count, my white blood cells were so high, because they were trying to fight off these weird cells that are now in my body. So yeah, I was in hospital for about 3 weeks, which is mental because I was on the Teenage Cancer Trust ward up there, and bro, it was crazy. Like, I didn't feel ill. I didn't lose my hair. I didn't really feel bad. I didn't feel ill at all. And I was sitting on a ward with people with no hair, like being thrown up every day. Like, it didn't feel right because I guess I felt lucky, but lucky in the sense of.
Did you also, to a degree?
I'm genuinely trying to picture everything.
Definitely.
This is just crazy.
100% awkward. Yeah. It was awkward.
Yeah.
Because I felt like I shouldn't have been there.
Yeah.
Like, I probably could have dealt with it at home. Like, I didn't feel like it was that bad for me to be there. But I was on chemotherapy tablets. I wasn't on like the drip. They gave me these tablets for 3 weeks. My blood count like fell drastically straight back down.
So like, was it like a more normal?
Yeah, straight back to normal. Right, I was like, what's going on here? And like, they caught it so early. Super early.
That's good though. Like, if they
on a serious note, just to try and tone it down a little bit, but how bad was the hospital food? Do you remember that?
Oh god,
for 3 weeks,
mate.
Nah, bro, no.
Absolute.
Mate, I can tell you so many stories about hospital food, man. Honestly, it's crazy. But yeah, I mean, the whole ward was just incredible, mate. Like, there was so much in there. Like, if you ever look at it, like, if you search TCT, Birmingham's Children's Hospital, like, it was brand new. I somehow got a bed on there. It was brand new ward on there in the Children's Hospital. They had pool table, PS4, Xbox at the time, obviously, because they're only just out. It was nuts, bro. There was so much there to do. But obviously, I didn't really want to do any because I didn't feel up to it. The tablets were affecting me big time. But yeah, 3 weeks, it all cleared up. I was out of there. And it was then just weekly checkups to make sure everything was good. And to this day, I'm still good.
It's good
all
to
good.
hear, man.
2021, 10 years later.
You know what the crazy thing is the whole like going through that at 14 years old.
Yeah,
that's what I'm trying to process.
Crazy.
Like, as you were talking about like sitting in the hospital ward like with people losing their, I'm literally trying to like imagine you just sitting like and trying to like take. That's crazy, man.
It was nuts.
I think the worst thing is because 14 is like quite a prime age, isn't it? Like, going up to like 15,
what do you do
16,
at 14 normally? What, I can't even remember what I was doing at 14 normally. Like,
Used to sit
Obviously,
there with the trousers
biggest...
around my ankles, to be honest, when I was 4.
Yeah, you're not wrong. Tugging a few off at night, you know, just discovering how it feels. Oh, it's beautiful.
Oh
Beautiful
my
scenes.
God.
I used to be, actually, when I was 14, I was nicking magazines from the corner shop.
Oh, yeah, the one with
owner.
the Sun page. Oh, mate.
Did you ever get caught?
I'd swipe a Sun page free, yeah. Oh, mate. Beautiful.
That's what I was doing.
Oh God!
So that's what I'm saying. Just to go through that, man. I'm just trying to line it up a little bit because obviously it's
100%.
It's quite a big thing, you know. To at 14 to go through that is bizarre, mate. And listen, fair play for everything being fine now.
Yeah.
And
I mean, I still have to take a tablet every day, but
Yeah.
did you have to take them for the rest of your life? Then is that what they've said?
Yeah. It's either that or. If it gets this, well, I'm lucky really because I'm only on the first tablet. Like if this tablet didn't work, there would have been like another 14 tablets I could have tried. And then if they didn't work,
first level, like you just
like I'm literally at the first stage.
Yeah, first stage. That's the better word. Yeah,
that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like it's, and if worse comes to worse, and none of the tablets worked, there'd still be another chance of getting like a stem cell transplant if I found a donor.
Yeah,
but like. It's crazy how the first one worked, to be honest, and obviously,
considering there was 14 other tablets and the first one.
I mean, there's probably more than that now, to be honest.
That's crazy. So, do you in terms of everything else, health wise, are you all good now? Like that?
Well, up until 2018, I was good. Yeah, so everything was going well. 2018, I was getting headaches, and I was like, "Well, this isn't great, is it?"
Yeah.
And it got to the point where I couldn't. Literally, my head was stuck. I couldn't lift my head up. Hold on. There we go. Literally my head was stuck and I couldn't lift it up straight anymore.
Yeah.
You guys sorry, I thought my PC was broken then. So,
we're still live, boys. We're still good.
Yeah.
We're still good.
So it got to a point where I couldn't lift my head up at all.
Yeah.
And my girlfriend was really concerned actually. She's like, well, this isn't normal.
Yeah.
Let's bring you for an eye test, see what's going on, see if there's something to do with your eyes. Went for an eye test. They discovered I had really intensively high eye pressure. And I was like, well, this isn't normal. Yeah. What's going on here? Obviously, at this point, I wasn't really here because I couldn't lift my head up. I didn't know what was going on. It got to the point where I couldn't even... I got referred to an eye hospital. I couldn't have an eye test at the hospital because I couldn't keep my head up straight enough for long enough.
Jesus.
So that's how you knew it was something bad.
Yeah.
Every time I did, if I kept up so long, I'd just be sick. I'd throw up. And I was like,
my God.
Again, what's happening here then?
Yeah.
So eventually, got through to an actual doctor. He diagnosed me with migraines. I was like, right, okay. And you don't know many people that have got migraines that can't lift their head up.
Yeah,
it is what it is. He gave me some. I think he gave me Cocodamol and told me to go home and take some of them. I'll be all right. A few days later,
my man said painkillers. Oh my word.
A few days later, it wasn't any better. It was actually my birthday, 28th of February 2018. I had a referral to the eye hospital again.
Yeah.
I went to there. I was like, I can't lift my head up. I can't even do the test. Threw up, and she was like, right, we'll put you through to A&E. They sent me off for a CT scan, and then they're like, unfortunately, I remember sitting on the bed. I remember the guy coming over. He's like, unfortunately, we found a growth on your brain, and I was like, what? A growth on my where? And he was like, yeah, there's a growth on your brain. We're gonna have to send you down to Birmingham and assess it. And obviously, my girlfriend, my mum, they were all in tears. I was just sitting there in shock, really. I was like, what? So the next day, they sent me down to Birmingham. And then, obviously, they put me on some tablets. They put me on steroids, which actually, it's the type of steroid. I think they're actually using it for coronavirus at the moment, actually. I can't remember the name of it, but it's a type of steroid.
Yeah.
It brings down swelling and stuff. As soon as I had them steroids, I was fine. I was like, I'm fine. I'm all right now. But then they were like, we're going to have to operate. We're going to have to get this sorted out. Yeah. And I was like, is it anything related to my CML? They were like, no. It's a completely different thing.
Completely separated.
Like,
that's the thing, though. Like dealing with something like one, because I'm having a similar situation at the moment in family and stuff where they're dealing with one thing, but then they'll get something that's completely different. Like once, like things will start to they'll get better. You're thinking, okay, I can manage this. This is what the situation is, and then complete spanner in the works. Like complete different thing. It's mental.
Crazy, isn't it?
Yeah.
So did that have a knock-on effect then with like you doing YouTube and stuff like that?
Oh,
I must have, yeah.
Yeah, so my channel was just starting to pop off really.
Yeah.
When I got the news about needing an operation. The operation actually happened about 3 weeks later because I came back home with some tablets because obviously I think they couldn't get me in or something. I can't remember why they couldn't get me in, but there's a reason why I couldn't have my operation till 3 weeks later. So I had a solid 3 weeks sitting at home thinking about someone about to operate on my brain.
That's crazy.
Like,
man. This is
bro,
it's
it was
mental,
nuts,
man.
The last thing you want to be
crazy.
doing is opening FIFA packs, right?
Yeah, literally.
It's crazy. Honestly, it's
So
that.
oh mate,
Yeah.
it was crazy. And then I went in for my operation. It was about, I think it was 12 hours.
Mm.
I mean, it was fine for me because I was asleep. Like, obviously, I wasn't awake.
Yeah.
It's in the, I think it's in the third ventricle of my brain, so it's like right in the middle, which is even more awkward of me. So they obviously put me to sleep for that. I know some of brain operations have to keep you awake because of like your speech and stuff.
You know what I
But,
think the
that
worst
was-
thing is though is you said there you were asleep, so you
Yeah, oh, 100%.
didn't really know, but it's the family around you.
Oh,
So
yeah,
obviously your
definitely.
parents, your partner.
It's
Because
that
I was in a similar
That's-
position with
yeah.
my missus with the
Mm.
birth of my son. So she had
Yeah.
like a 20-odd hour labor, and
Jeez.
I'd been up like 30-odd hours with her, and
Jesus.
I remember something just wasn't right. You just know
Yeah.
when something's not right. You get that feeling.
You get that gut.
and
It's that little gut.
it's the gut
feeling.
instinct,
Yeah, it's
isn't
that
it?
gut
Yeah,
instinct.
you're like,
yeah.
something's not going right, and
Yeah.
she got fully dilated. So in a pregnancy, you obviously get fully dilated, and
Yeah.
then you're ready to push. And she got fully dilated. She started to push, but Oscar's heart rate was dropping down to like 30 beats per minute, which is awful for a baby. Like,
Yeah.
babies are like 100 and odd like beats per minute. So she got rushed down to do an emergency C-section, and you as you know, the person that's there to care, you don't get to go down. They just leave you in that room that you're in on your own.
You're stuck in your thoughts, bro.
Yeah. And bearing in mind, it was like
you can just go like through a tunnel with yourself. Like your mind's just thinking 50 different things, which can take you
Yeah,
down.
exactly.
That is.
it was like it was like 3 a.m. I remember it being 3 a.m. She got
Yeah.
rushed off. I was there. First thing I did, mate, I broke down. I was just like, is everything all right with Oscar? Is everything all right with her?
Yeah.
And I remember ringing my mum at 3 a.m, just crying down the phone. I was just like, I don't know what to do, because no nurses came in and checked on me or anything.
I think that's so
I
bad,
wasn't,
man.
but it
I
is
think
to a
that's
degree.
so
But you got to
bad.
remember, I'm not the priority. Like,
No,
you
of
know,
course,
Sophie
yeah,
and,
no, of
and
course,
Oscar
yeah,
were.
yeah,
But
yeah.
it was about 6:30 a.m. And that's when a nurse came in and she went, "Oh, we've just had a phone call from surgery.
Yeah.
Sophie says he's beautiful, everything's fine." And then that just relief is
love it.
just it's gone.
That
But I think
that must have been the best feeling ever. Like when you heard that, and then when you went into like see Oscar, that must have been incredible.
it was, but you did still miss out on the certain things. So you missed
Yeah.
out on like cutting the umbilical cord, and
Yeah,
it was
yeah,
just
yeah.
like when I went and seen him, he was already wrapped up. He had, you know, everything on him as
Yeah.
such. So it was like, it was sort of like, do you know when you go and adopt a dog, it was sort of like that to a degree, because it's
Oh
like you
my
don't get to see the
My man
bird.
says adopt a
No,
dog.
no,
You know
I'm
what is
using-
going
no,
on?
No. Listen, it's not the same as adopting a dog, obviously,
You've had a
but the
howler.
concept is
You've
like
had
a dog's just
howler.
placed on you. There it is.
I'm sorry, Oscar. I'm sorry. If you ever listen to this in the future, mate.
Mate, when you grow up, Oscar, mate, you've had a howler.
I've had a stinker there, haven't I?
That is a howler. My man
like
says
adopting a dog.
A dog.
Fucking hell.
You.
I'm sorry, son.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, son.
You know what's mad though?
If there's anything wrong, I might call the RSPCA on it.
Oh my god.
You know what is mad though? Going through pregnancy and coronavirus, mate. They're only allowed one birthing partner in there. That's it. No family or anything.
That is mental, isn't it?
How mad is that?
Well, it's
Like,
just the same situation. I know, to bring like a sour note, but obviously a lot of people know that the past few months I was caring for my granddad, and my granddad sadly passed away. But he passed away at home, and he made that decision when he was well, because he knew that if he was to go into hospital, the last time we would see, because he knew something was wrong with him. He knew he was going to go, and he knew when he said the reason he chose not to go to hospital because the last time that everyone would see him would be the second he got in that ambulance, because nobody could go and see him in the hospital, and he was like, I'm not having that. I'll die in the house that I've been in for years.
Yeah.
and that that's just this whole situation with this whole coronavirus and hospitals.
Crazy,
and,
isn't it?
It's taken away
stuff
so
like
many
that.
different moments, and
oh man.
It really is.
the thing
I mean,
that shook the
are your
world.
parents sort of going back to like the health problems? Do your parents still worry about everything, or are you guys sort of all?
My mum does. My girlfriend's probably the biggest worry. She always panicking. Like,
Yeah.
on Sunday I've got to go for like an eye test to check my eye pressure. Well, when I went to the opticians, one of my eye pressures was quite high, and obviously they're the big keywords that we used when I got diagnosed. So they're like, well, what's going on then?
Yeah.
So I've got that on Sunday. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything's good. Like I said, the last MRI scan I had was completely fine, completely clear, which is mad. I mean, I haven't said because we haven't even covered that yet, but my MRI scans now are fine, basically, pretty much. Yeah, it was a 12-hour operation I had, and like you said, the family were the worst ones during that. I think my girlfriend as well. They literally just sitting there. I think my girlfriend, my dad, and my mum all just sat there the whole 12 hours. Which is just crazy. Until they could actually finally see me.
Worry. I think that's the thing. It's like you can't exactly go and do your normal day-to-day things when something like that is there. It's just that initial shock, but I also think it's the worry as well. It's a 12-hour operation on your brain, for crying out loud.
Definitely.
I mean,
it's not exactly a small operation.
Yeah, I mean,
bro, you want it, mate? Oh my god.
Bringing it back to that week period, like, what was it like when, like, on the day when you had to, like,
oh,
do you know
bro.
what I mean? Like,
honestly, it was to be honest, the whole break I couldn't sleep.
Yeah.
Every day, every night, I was like dreaming about it. Like, and as much as I tried not to think about it, it always went back to thinking about that. Like, what happens if this goes wrong? Like, and the consent. Oh, bro, the consent form I had to sign. Oh my god.
Imagine having.
Is that something along the lines of saying basically,
he
you
literally
could
sat
potentially...
there and went, bro. He sat there and went through every single thing that was on this form, and it must have been about, I'd say 50 or 60 different things on the form that could go wrong.
That's mad.
And I was like, bro,
that is mad.
Bro, why would you show me this, man? Just get it done. Just get it done.
Yeah. Show me where I need to sign. Shut the fuck up. Let me sign it. Just shut up.
Literally, that's what I felt like saying.
I've not slept in about a week. Like, you're not making this any better. Just shut the hell up.
Obviously, I signed it. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here. Signed it. It went off, and yeah, crazy. It was the stuff like, he was like, oh, big risk of blindness and stuff like that. I was like, bro, imagine if I wake up and I'm blind.
That's the worst feeling in the world, isn't it? Like, can you imagine? And,
he was like, there's a risk of being in a wheelchair for the rest of your life. There's a risk of.
It is genuinely crazy.
It was horrible, man. And to be fair, I got out with pretty much no side effects, which is crazy. The only slight side effects I have are with my speech. Sometimes I mess up with my speech. Obviously, whenever I do streams, that's not the best thing. When my job's a content creator, probably not the best side effect to have.
But I think the thing you've got though, and I think is why it was really, really good that you was able to broadcast what happened to you. Is that to me, hearing that in detail now, it's like I wouldn't even think about anything that would happen on stream, because I think I've gained a level of respect. That you're still willing to get yourself out there in terms of producing content still now, but also you were still willing to broadcast your situation when it happened. And that's your story, and I think it's something that you're proud of. And it's not you've not let it beat you, you've not let it bring you down. You're quite open and honest and saying, look, this is my story, this is what happened to me, and I'm still standing, I'm still doing what I'm doing today, and to a degree you sound like you've beat it and you're doing better than ever. So
it's going well so far, so hopefully. You never know.
That's crazy.
So
that's mad.
2020 was when obviously everything was going well. After the operation, it was like, well, I think the doctor actually said that he got out more than he thought he did.
I remember seeing that. Like, I remember seeing it. Yeah. I remember. I think you put it that in the video, didn't you? Where you explained it. Because I remember watching a video where you said, because I actually commented on the original video that the worst thing was it was a randomly recommended video as well. I went through the comments and I just saw so many people saying, like, I'm not even a subscriber, but this has just been randomly recommended to me, and just like wishing you like nice comments, which is obviously nice to see, because it's just 100%. People who don't know who you are and what your story is, but they've just commented nice thing, which is obviously nice. But yeah, I remember like you saying that Like the doctor actually took out more than what they thought they could.
That's what he said.
Yeah.
So after my operation, I was in hospital for about another 3 weeks. I don't. 3 weeks is like the magic number for some reason. I don't. It literally was 3 weeks as well, which is just mad. It's mad that 3 weeks is the number that always gets used, but it was 3 weeks. So after my operation, they actually, because of where they took the tumor out of, it was very vascular, which means there was just so much blood, and it apparently like my brain like formed a blood clot on my brain, which obviously is very dangerous. So what they had to do, they had to put a drain into my skull, which then left me in hospital for another 3 weeks. If I didn't have to have a drain, I probably would have been out straight away.
Yeah.
But which is crazy. So I had to wait for the drain to clear, which basically it just takes out fluid from your brain, slowly but surely drains out the fluid from your brain, which then obviously gets cleared eventually once it starts. But when it first started, it was like literally like pure orange. It was mad. But then eventually,
wait. I'm sure this is probably a very stupid question, but you must have been under anesthetic and stuff, right? Like sleeping.
No.
Ah?
Not when the drain was in. No.
My word, mate. I've got hands on my head because I needed to just like. I'm just.
Right. Let me. I mean, you guys can't see, but I'll take my hat off anyway, just see if you.
Yeah, the viewers, you guys will be able to see, but.
Hold on, I can't hear you because
That is crazy.
I mean, you can't really see it because my hair's grown back now, but there's a scar that goes over here like that. That's where they obviously open my head up.
Yeah.
To I don't actually know the logistics behind it, but they obviously open my head up. Open my head up, and then at the top of my head they put in a drain, which then goes into the center of my brain where the clot was. Obviously to drain out that for like 3 weeks, and then when they finally said we're taking the drain out, I was like, yes, let's go. They took the drain out, which is weird in itself. I stayed awake for that. They literally.
I'm just trying to picture it. Like I'm just.
Bro.
I'm sat here. The way you're describing it's like the new Saw film. The new Saw film that's dropped there. They opened my head up. They cut my head open.
You know, like I can see what they're doing. You know, it's mate. Like,
I'm alive. They're draining blood out of me. Like, what?
It was so annoying though, because eventually, like within a few days, I was mobile enough to go to the toilet and stuff.
Yeah.
So at that point, whenever I wanted to go to the toilet, I had to get someone to come over and clamp the drain. So obviously, because the way the drain works, it works on like gravity, so it only pulls out so much as you're sitting down. So you have to get the drain clamped so you can go to the toilet. Every time you need the toilet, you have to call a nurse over to clamp the drain. They knew how to clamp the drain as well. They clamp the drain, you stand up, you can go to the toilet, come back, unclamp the drain, please. Thank you. That was literally it.
That must be annoying.
It was so annoying.
Yeah.
So the day that drain got removed, it was so happy. And then I got told I could go home, and I was like, yeah, come on, let's go.
GG's.
But from there, it was straight back on the stream grind.
I respect it, man. That is crazy, man. Do you know what? Hearing to that story, that's what I mean. Like, obviously, like you can put out a video and like like kind of cover it and thing into like an 8 to 10 minute video, but like just listening to it raw, like that's mental, man. Fair play. Hopefully, it's all stay well, and do you know what I mean? Onwards and upwards, man. Onwards and upwards.
2020, we had a bit of a blip, but
yeah,
we're getting back now. So, it was obviously after my operation, I had a scan every 3 months.
Yeah.
And then my most recent, I think it was my scan at the end of 2019. They saw huge improvements, but they saw they left a little bit left in my brain that they couldn't quite get out.
Yeah.
Obviously if they did try and get it out, they could have caused severe complications with my motor skills, and I could have basically been a vegetable if they did try and take it out. So thankfully they didn't.
Yeah.
But they noticed that there was a slight change to it, not massive enough that it needs straight away change. They were just monitoring it to make sure it didn't change too much, but it changed like ever so slightly. And as soon as it changed, they were like, right, we're just being precautious. We're going to put you in for some proton radiotherapy. And I was like, oh great, here we go again. So then they were like, 2020, but proton radiotherapy is brand new.
Yeah.
Apparently it's like a safer version of the normal radiotherapy. So instead of it going all the way through your brain, it only goes halfway. So you're only getting half the radiation from it, which is great. Mm-hmm. The only issue is with it, there's nowhere actually in the UK. At the time of when I had my operation, there was nowhere in the UK for it to happen. So that's why they kind of held off. They were like, we're going to hold off if anywhere opens, and then obviously in 2019, Manchester opened.
Yeah.
Manchester Proton Radiotherapy Centre. So I was like, okay. So they applied me to get funding for that. Got it straight away. And went up there for a decent. I think it was how long was it now? Decent. How long? 6 weeks. There you go. It was 6 weeks. I went up to Manchester for radiotherapy. I've got a little birdie by the sounds of it. But yeah, so I went up there for 6 weeks. My girlfriend came with me. They put me up in a hotel for the whole 6 weeks, right in the city centre of Manchester as well, which is crazy. Every morning you get up Monday to Friday, go down to the radiotherapy centre. I had my mask fitted. That was an experience in itself, to be honest.
Can imagine.
Like it was, but yeah, that was 6 weeks of treatment for that, and ever since that it's been completely fine. 3 monthly checkups. The first one I had after my treatment, they said it completely cleared up. In fact, it was even better than before my operation, which is incredible.
Obviously, that's good news
like
to hear.
straight after my operation. So I was like buzzing about that, and yeah, now we're here.
We are here. Hopefully, man. That is the end of it to a degree. Hopefully get no blips. I know it's always going to be a worry for partners and family. Like you say, your partner's probably the one that worries the most because she's there with you all the time. It's that love, man. Love does strange things, and it's like I say, hopefully, touch wood. Things are all good now, man, and I'm sure if anything does come in your way, you've dealt with it before. You can deal with it again, mate.
100%.
Deal with it again. Mad though. Thanks for sharing that as well.
All good.
Yeah, man. That is
really appreciate
crazy.
that.
I never knew that story, so
Hook you up with a bit of a exclusive
exclusivity. We love it.
I've not shared that.
But what I was going to say is, if you are interested in actually watching what happened during that period, Meelayyb has got it all on his channel. He broadcasted a lot of it, didn't you? A lot of the
I was daily vlogging when I went through the radiotherapy. So
yeah, I think if I remember, you did one of the videos I watched was when you just come out of the hospital and you were sat in the car. I think it was with your mum, and you broke the news, and you could tell your mum was getting upset on that. But yeah, if you do want to go see it and you are interested to learn obviously more about Meelayy's story and background, he's vlogged it all. Go check out his channel.
All the links will be in the description for you lot.
Legends.
But on a lighter note then, so I think that's just summed up your story, as a whole. But I think, as we do with a lot of our podcasts recently, or what we've tried to do, is include like a fun questions round.
Okay.
Where we've had a couple of questions come in from viewers.
These questions are sick.
We haven't really said to anybody. We've not said to anyone who
the guest
was on the podcast.
So
we've just said we've got a guest on. We've got some questions. Have you guys got any fun questions that we can ask to wrap up the podcast? So we've got about 5 or 6 fun questions. I'm going to be brutally honest with you. There is one on there that I am not asking. I am telling.
I'll ask for it. Yeah, I'm asking. That.
You can ask for this because I have no clue who the hell submitted that as a question.
Non-PG, fully unedited raw. All right.
I am not asking that question. Anyways, question number 1. We won't obviously name names because a lot. You
can name names if you want to. Let's be real. I'm saying there was no names for the questions. You can appreciate, title.
So first question then is, one of the guys wants to know, what's your best and worst experience on YouTube?
Oh, okay. Ooh, good one. Best experience, I'd probably say. I'd probably say best experience would be streaming the World Cup mode, the most recent one. Which one was it?
2018.
Was it Russia?
2018.
2018.
Yeah.
I think we peaked at like 5.4k viewers. I think.
That is
which is mental. So that I'd probably say that was a big highlight. Probably my favourite moment because the chat was just going crazy.
Did you want to have a nervous poo, Meelayyb? Did you know what?
Literally, man, I didn't know what to do with myself. I was sitting there just looking like, what do I do now? There's over 5,000 people watching me.
Hi guys.
Yeah, that is mental.
It was one of them. Lowest moment.
Yeah, your worst.
I don't know. I wouldn't. It's lowest moment's hard. Because you always think you're at your lowest, but then
Could be something.
something else comes about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yesterday when the chat went fucking deep shit on YouTube.
Oh yeah, mate. That does my head in. Honestly, that's probably up there actually.
It's annoying because the thing is, it affects viewers.
Oh yeah, 100% it affects viewers because people are like,
People
there's
dip
the amount of people that
out,
come into my streams like, I come in to interact with the chat, and if I can't do that, there's no point watching. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
get it all the time.
So
I
yeah,
get so much shit from my chat.
that was so annoying, but hopefully YouTube fix it soon.
Yeah. Well.
Touch words.
Hopefully.
That's
Yeah, I'd probably say that's probably my worst moment. I don't think there's anything else.
What about worse? Have you had any worse moments like with other YouTubers? Again, you don't have to name names, but have you had any beef, YouTube beef, should we say?
YouTube beef. I don't really have YouTube beef, to be fair.
Well, I'll tell you what, Meelayyb, come join me. I love a big beef. I love a bit of beef on YouTube.
He'll drag you into everything. This guy.
There's been a few situations like where I've got myself involved in
Go on.
certain YouTubers.
You don't have to name names. You can
like-
elaborate. We can call him person A and B if you want.
Person A and B.
Yeah.
Okay, so that. I mean, I think the best way to do this. I was friends with another content creator.
Okay.
Quite a bit. I helped him massively get established and stuff.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, it didn't really work out. I don't think. I mean, he was kind of blatantly copying me at times of certain stuff he did. And obviously, I was nice at first. I was like, "Come on, bro, let's chill out a bit, you know.
Yeah.
We got this. We don't have to blatantly copy each other. We can both be successful at doing the same stuff.
Yeah.
Just let's just work out something. It get to the point where he'd message me, he'd be like, "What time are you going live?" I was like, "I don't know, probably like 4ish."
He'd go live at 4ish.
He'd go live at 4.
Imagine the scene.
So
oh my word.
Well,
and then unfortunately,
Yeah.
he was actually on a podcast recently, and he didn't mention me,
Mad.
which made me very sad.
that's
Sad times.
pretty peak
But,
if you did help out.
How long did you know
massively.
him? How long did you?
I
Or
literally.
have you known him? Should I say?
He just started his so. Well, I mean, there's no point beating around the bushes. We might as well just name him.
Yeah.
Um,
Can do if you want. It's up to you.
I mean,
It's all, listen,
It's your
like I
beef,
said,
it's not
listen,
me.
I'm just sitting there like, this is the vibe. This is what we do. We just chill.
you got your popcorn out. Is that what
Yeah,
it is?
pretty much. You know those memes? You know that meme that Steven, was it? Not man said Steven. That Michael Jackson meme when he takes out his popcorn on Twitter. Like, yeah,
No, do you know what though? It's not even beef, man. Like,
it's
even
not
that
beef. It's just like, yeah.
Like me and Liam, we went back, bro. Like
Yeah.
that's why I watched the Reapers podcast and I was like, I mean, he's surely going to mention me soon enough, isn't he? It's going to happen.
Yeah.
And it just it never came.
Mad.
But I'd like to think I helped him massively in terms of where his channel's at now, or where it was.
So when you say helped out, was that very much you sort of gave him guidance, or you helped him
it
out
was
with
guidance.
like raids and stuff
I
like
gave him
that?
tips, raids, everything, like what to do, what not to do.
Yeah.
And even like when he was, I watched the podcast obviously when he was mentioning about giving his packs to Reeve.
Yeah.
I told him that wasn't the best way to do it. I told him that he could either stream himself or he can give him to someone else. And obviously I helped him grow his channel, and his Halloween stream popped off.
Which one? Oh, the rule. Is it the rule breaker
His
one?
first. No, it's Halloween one, like back in FIFA.
Oh, I thought you were talking about
18
now.
or
I'm like,
19, I think.
oh wait, yeah.
No. I mean, we don't really talk anymore, unfortunately. But,
Oh.
Back then, obviously, he popped off big time.
Yeah.
And I just thought he would have given me a little bit of a mention for all the help I gave him, but it's one of them, isn't it? What can you do?
It is what it
Yeah,
is.
it's tough.
It is
I
what
think
it
I
is.
think the big thing sometimes as well is, and this is not defending anybody, but I think sometimes when you're in that moment, you sometimes forget about the people that helped you along the journey as well.
Yeah,
like
you
I've
do.
had raids off people, and if I was ever on a podcast, there's just too many people. I mean, obviously, I don't know exactly what you did to help him in terms of specifics, like how long of a time, like how close you were, etc. So maybe, I'm jumping the gun a little bit, but I know that there's like a ton of people, especially even like when it comes to me, that there's too many people to thank. Especially on a podcast. But if you're implying that it was, you guys were really close, and
No, I mean, we used to meet up like every month, pretty much.
Oh, right.
yeah, okay.
Like it was, I'd say every month. It was It was every few months. Obviously, we went insomnia. Like the whole when he was talking about insomnia,
I wanted
we
to
used do
ask you
insomnia
about that
together.
actually. I'm so glad you
Like,
brought that up
I'm
yourself.
surprised. I'm surprised he didn't give us a mention about even when he's talking about going to insomnia as a group. Like I went to insomnia with him every single time, man.
That's mental. I wanted to ask you about that actually, because
Insomnia.
because obviously me and Lad, like we've met through COVID times, so obviously we,
Yeah.
you know, all events and everything. Like I just wanted to,
Yeah.
what's insomnia like? Like what is it? What's
Bro,
it like?
It's honestly, I say this to anyone that's never been before. I'm like, go to it. You'll have the best weekend of the year, or
mate.
even of your life. Like, especially if you're over 18. Like,
Yeah.
you will have such a good time. And you think, oh, gaming festival. You know, sit there on your PC gaming. Like, come on.
Do you meet
It's
loads
really
of other
not like
content
that.
creators?
Yeah, you mean? I mean, it's probably one of the most motivational things you can ever do as a
Yeah.
content creator. Like the networking side of it, it helps so much. Like even if you don't go there for motivation, you end up coming away from it motivated.
Just feeling good. That's
Yeah, 'cause you-
sick, man.
See,
And
I
it's
remember
honestly-
going, Meela. I remember going. I went for just a day though. I did get a weekend ticket, and I regretted it massively because I went for the day, and like the lads that we met up
How
with
much is
there, they were all like, "Oh, we're staying there for the weekend, and we've got a hotel, and we go to the
Yeah,
casino.
yeah,
We're gonna be
you
drinking."
definitely
and
you
it's
definitely
just-
got to go for the weekend. If
How
you
much?
go,
How much is it? What is
100%.
it? So you got to book it for the weekend then?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you book the hotel for the weekend. You
Right.
can get that cheap enough, to be honest. It's only like, especially if you share rooms with someone.
Yeah.
It's actually so cheap. It's like what, 70 quid or something, including breakfast.
What, for the whole weekend?
And then yeah, for the whole weekend.
Oh, sick.
Or max like 130, 140. You're not paying massive money. And
That's
then
still
obviously,
sick,
if you're a YouTuber, you can even get like a guest pass. You don't even have to pay for a ticket.
Guest pass. I'll try.
Well,
I'll try,
I mean, listen.
I'll try
the
my
saying-
luck. They'll look at my channel and be like, "Nah, you're alright, mate."
The saying "LadToDad is cracked with his 3K subs." You watch this. I'm coming through.
On a level though, it's like it's the one thing that COVID took away from me that I just want back.
Yeah.
I want it back, bro. Because like I said, I've never met Lad in person. We've never met
Yeah,
each
we've
other,
never.
so we were
Bro,
thinking
like-
to obviously go insomnia, because I've never been. Obviously, he's been, so he'd know what is it like? Do you go?
Basically, my understanding, I've not been for a weekend. So weekend, I know, is a little bit different because you're able to game a weekend and you can like go out, you go drinking and stuff like that. You basically get given a set space, don't you, in the gaming area, and that is
So
your,
you don't
like-
have to. You can do that if you want. You can go BYOC and bring your computer and stuff, but you don't actually have to do that. You can just go as someone that visits the NEC.
Yeah.
So basically, the day event, most of the time, you're either playing in the tournament, you're walking around trying the demos of the games that are coming out. There's so much going on. Like there's stands giving out free drinks and stuff. There's stands.
free drinks,
like,
as
I
in
think
alcoholic free drinks.
Glitch. No, not alcohol. That's
G
really
Fuel.
downside.
G Fuel.
Aw.
G Fuel and like glitch and stuff. Like they've
Could
had a
get
few
a cheeky
ones there.
sponsor. Why not? Fuck it.
That's what I mean. It's great for networking. Like you can talk to everyone. It's crazy. The only downside is the alcohol's very expensive.
Is it?
Like,
Oh.
what we normally do is you pre-drink before you get in there.
Yeah,
Obviously
that's
not in the
that,
day.
yeah.
In the evening.
Yeah.
Like.
Standard.
It's just mad, is it? It's like everything from, because I went for the day and obviously I wasn't really drinking, but like I just wanted to experience it, and the vibe in there is just everybody has the same passion and the same love for gaming.
Yeah, that's the best thing. So like you can whip up your camera and start vlogging, and no one will lock at you and be like, "What's that guy doing?" Like they just accept it.
Is this in
because-
Birmingham NEC?
Yeah, Birmingham NEC.
Oh
yeah.
my god, I went this for uni, bro. I've been to the NEC before. That is sick. Oh,
You literally
brilliant
like.
scenes.
I think I've vlogged it every time I've gone. So there's so many vlogs on my channel you can check of it. It's a crazy weekend.
Yeah,
It really is
I just
great.
want to go, because now I'm doing the whole YouTube stuff, and obviously I've met a bunch of people through YouTube and a lot of viewers. We've all said like I want to meet up and I want to be able to do something with
Yeah.
everybody, and that is the one event where it's just like, look, you don't have to plan anything. It's literally just I'm gonna be here for the weekend. If you guys come for the day or the weekend, sick,
You
we can
can see
just
me out,
have a
yeah.
laugh. You know what I mean? Have a
Yeah.
laugh, have a few beers of those of age, and just have a laugh, man. Just have fun. Have a cheeky Nando's. Because there is a Nando's right next to it as
There
well.
is, yeah, there's a Nando's right next to it.
So on that note, then, question number 2 from one of our viewers.
Talking about network and
Yeah, this is literally this is conversation flowing right now.
this is a sick question. Bro.
What's the most famous person you have met, and who is the most famous contact on your phone?
Ooh. When we're talking phone numbers.
Yeah,
talking
phone-
yeah.
I would say
phone number.
phone numbers. Yeah, Yeah.
If we're talking phone numbers, then probably not anyone massive.
Okay, who's the biggest person in your DMs that you've spoken to?
On my DMs.
Yeah. So Insta, Twitter, whatever. Yeah, DMs.
Twitter. I mean, Morgs follows me on Twitter.
Ooh, that is sick.
With flex.
Respect. All right.
How did that come about?
To be fair, I don't know.
You just woke up randomly. Just I think Morgs has followed you.
I mean, he used to like meet up with everyone I used to talk to.
Yeah.
Back in like starting YouTube days. He was. I mean, he only had like 60k subs back then. So it's probably them when I got to follow.
That's mad.
It's like I'm Alex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was in a YouTube group with him.
Seriously.
Me, I'm Alex. Flair.
Flair
Yeah.
FIFA.
Nerdfire.
Yeah.
Haber wasn't in it, but Haber was kind of that group of people that he was kind of in it, but wasn't.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I was in a group of people with them, and every time, even now at Insomnia, whenever I see Alex like in the casino, we have a massive chat, and it's chill. It really is good.
Mad, isn't it?
Wait, you see Alex? Casinos in like when you meet up or like?
No, like Insomnia, like in the
Oh
evening,
right,
like,
yeah.
after the pub quiz or whatever.
Oh, okay.
Which is another massive thing in Insomnia, the pub quiz, which is just.
Mate, I need to get myself.
I could talk about that for days.
I need to get myself. I've always said I wanted to go to a gaming event and like fully experience like the YouTube side of things, but like the fun side of things. Do you know what I mean? Like the fun, like speaking to other content creators, like having fun, like going out, like getting pissed, like. Do you know what I mean?
It's like what we've said, Fizzy. It's that decision to try and surround yourself with like-minded people, isn't it? Because that motivates you even more.
Yeah,
100.
If people are on the same wavelength.
Do not surround yourself with people who want to get a 99p cheeseburger and then just want to go home and tuck one off. All right?
Yeah, exactly.
Those people are not going to inspire you, people. All right?
Yeah,
There's nothing wrong with doing that. Just make sure you're productive during the day.
I was just about to say, I mean, I swear I've done that on a night out when I've not pulled anybody when I was single. I swear I've bought a cheeseburger and gone home
I think I've
and
done
had a tug, to be
Yeah,
honest.
I think I've done that.
Who would you...
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, go on, really.
I'm Alex. Yeah, like I said, I mean, at one point in the casino, we met up with Syndicate. And I'm Alex introduced me to Syndicate. I was like, what is going on? What is happening? This is the guy that made me start YouTube. Like, I'm looking at him right now.
That's incredible.
We're having a drink in a casino, bro. Like, what's happening?
Have you spoke ever again, or?
I mean, me and Alex speak all the time. Like, not on DMs, but whenever. I mean, I feel like kind of bad if I just drop him a DM, right? Because I mean, it can come across the wrong way, I guess.
Not gonna lie, I feel like that as well. Like whenever I speak, this is the weird thing because I don't like feeling like that because then I feel like I'm stopping myself in talking to someone just for that. Oh, you're only using me for click, blah blah blah, all that.
Exactly.
Whereas like I just want to speak to you, to be honest, mate.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
That's the best thing about Insomnia because you can actually just talk to them because
That's
obviously
yeah, I like that.
you're not talking. What was the first part of the question again?
So yeah,
who's the most famous? You kind of answered it. You said the most famous person you've met, Syndicate. I mean,
Oh, Matt. Yeah, there you go. Then Syndicate. Yeah, probably would be Syndicate.
fair
crazy.
play.
Who would you love to do a collab with? Who's
Your dream collaboration.
It's got to be
Dream collab.
Syndicate, surely based on what you've just said.
I mean, I guess so. I don't see how me and Syndicate would collab. I don't see where that's going. But
If Call of Duty brings back the, when they did the crates?
Great.
yeah,
The crate opening. You can do a crate opening video. There you go. Boom.
yeah, there you go. There you go.
Whack,
Syndicate,
whack
yeah.
some
So-
COD points on.
Syndicate, if you ever see this anywhere,
Syndicate,
wherever,
hit us
like
up,
if you ever
hit us
see
up,
this
bro.
anywhere, bro, you're welcome, innit? Like, hook the boy up. Go on,
Amazing.
cheeky one. No joking.
I mean, I've collabed with like Captain Tom and that. I've done that.
yeah, I saw a chat. Yeah.
Yeah,
I saw
yeah.
that you've done a captain.
The last time I did one with them, like his community got annoyed because of my editing style.
Wait,
I don't think I'll be on.
Wait, what?
Wait, so
They came over to watch my episode.
Yeah.
Because obviously, like the zooms I do on my face and stuff, they're like, why is there loads of zooms and why is there so many? Why do you just keep it on the normal screen?
Yeah,
I'm like,
I think.
bro, what do you mean, man?
Yeah, it's two
Like,
different.
It's going to be different.
styles.
It's not going to be the exact. It's not going to be a carbon copy of Tom's channel, is it?
I think that's the problem, isn't it? That's why like things like raids is I never expect really to get anything on the back of raids
Yep,
because
me
people
neither.
might not like my content.
Yeah.
You know,
Me neither.
and people think,
That's
oh
why
yeah,
I
I need
don't
to get raids to grow. I need to get.
I
in,"
don't
and
get
it's
why
like-
people beg for raids either. I don't understand the
Yeah.
whole concept of it.
No, I mean, if people come in saying, "Oh, can you raid me
Yeah,
later?"
it's
I'm like,
long.
bro,
long.
You're not getting a raid if you ask for a raid.
Yeah, it's long,
that kind of defeats the object. If you're expecting the raid, I'm not gonna raid you.
Do you know, mate, I've had people come in saying, "Oh, bro, I'm live. Can you raid me?" I'm saying, hang on a second. So you're live right now, and your main focus is to go onto someone else's channel and ask for a raid, whereas you might have a few people sitting there thinking, like, "What's he doing?" Like, it doesn't make sense. I don't get it. It's just so counterproductive. But
literally.
There you go, people. Little gem. Don't ask for raids.
Don't ask for raids. We say it all the time on streams, though. I say it so many times when people come in. Like, at the end of the day, I'm gonna raid who I want to raid.
Can I have mod?
Oh, mate. That blue spanner, mate, that pisses me off. I've had a lot of bad experiences.
Mod's nothing special, bro. Like, why do you want mod so much?
I don't get it. I just don't understand
it.
it.
I've had full-blown arguments with people in my stream for wanting mod.
Same. I've had such a bad experience with mod. Anyone who asked, I instantly say, like, to the mod, I don't even care if they're asking as an instant question. You're just getting timed out. Don't ask for mod. Just don't.
I mean,
please.
Yeah, that's literally...
Just please don't.
Blows my mind. I think what it is, it's that power thing, isn't it? A little bit. For some people as well. And I kid you not.
Sense of verification. Like, oh, I'm mod on this person's channel. He knows me.
It is. That's what I'm trying to say. Is people like, so say somebody became a mod on your channel, Miles, and they then go into somebody else's channel. Like, I'm a mod on 100,000 subscriber channel.
I've had someone say that to me. I've had random people. I don't care. Like, what does that bring?
What are you gonna do? You're gonna put it on your fucking CV and go get it out? What does it mean? Like, it makes no sense. I don't get it.
Imagine you go for a job interview. Yeah, like, what would you say is your biggest achievement in life? Mod on a YouTuber. Like, what the fuck?
You know what's mad though? I didn't realise mods actually can delete comments on videos as well.
Can they?
I didn't know that. Yeah, I didn't know.
I didn't know that either. Oh shit.
That's crazy.
Well, I mean,
don't
now
get
having
any
to revisit
idea,
the mods now.
Things you didn't know.
I know. Right, Fizzy, I'm gonna let you ask the next two because they're.
Oh, this one is sick.
God.
Okay.
Right.
This is question number 5. Have you ever paid for sex?
No, I haven't actually.
I respect that. It's good.
Have you?
Nah. Nah. I can't afford to, mate.
That was a quick answer.
That's all right. When he said about that question, I was like, there is no way on earth I am asking that question. Oh, no, actually, tell a lie. Fizzy, no. Hold up a minute. Fizzy, you wanted to ask a question.
I want to ask a different one. Yeah, I want to ask a different. I might as well ask it because why not?
No, this is so dumb. This is so dumb.
No, but I've seen this on. Listen, it's fine. Do you like? There's nothing wrong if you don't. There's nothing wrong if you do. But do you eat out?
Eat out?
Yeah, as in like downstairs, like, you know, quick bangers and mash. You get what I'm trying to say?
I mean, I don't know how to answer that.
It's just
do you lick a lot of puss?
Yeah, do you like, you know, do you like going? Like...
I mean, there's nothing wrong with that, is there?
Nah, there's nothing wrong with it. That's what I'm saying. There's nothing wrong with it. There's nothing wrong with it. But that's what I'm asking. Like, do you, yes or no?
Do you know why I'm laughing even more? It's because I didn't actually think that's what you meant. I thought you meant as eating out as in food. And that's why I didn't want you to ask it, because I thought it was a stupid question.
What?
Yeah, do you eat out to help out?
Eat out to help out is the biggest fucking scam this country's ever seen, by the way. Just on that note. But no, I meant like,
Bro,
do you go downstairs?
When you said this yesterday, I thought you sounded like a fucking idiot because I thought everybody eats out. Like,
mate, it depends what end you mean, bro. Like,
no, the normal end. No one's going back doors.
Obviously.
I'm not on the back door business. No one goes anywhere near back doors. You know, you got a front door for a reason. People come in through the front door.
No, on a serious note, there's probably one person I can imagine does do that, and his name begins with Rob and ends in Perkins.
Jesus
let's be honest.
If
you know, you know. But I can't. Yeah.
Yes or no? I mean, you haven't answered, so.
I mean, I said there's nothing wrong with it, so I'm pretty sure that gives you your answer.
There you go, people.
You're exclusive from Meelayyb.
There you go.
Exclusive.
I'm now in the mud.
From Meelayyb.
In the mud.
Oh man, I think we have to end it on that, guys, because my PC is not.
No,
gonna be able
I've
to
got
take
one
this
more. I've got
edit.
one more
He's
before
gonna
we end.
enjoy
I've
this,
got one
bro.
more before we end it off. What is the
Go
worst
on.
thing you've done on a night out? It could be anything, like fight, where
Worst
worst.
thing?
The worst thing you've done on a night out.
Oh, that's a big one.
He's got to be careful because his missus is sat next to him.
Yeah. Eyes, giving the eyes, burning down behind.
Bro, mate, I've been on so many nights. You know what? You know what's mad? Actually, I've never actually been on a night out anywhere out of my hometown, Stafford.
Swear.
What?
No, I mean obviously I've been Birmingham for
No,
like,
but that's quite near, isn't
insomnia.
it? That's quite.
yeah, it's near, but I've never been anywhere else.
You've never
That's
like
a-
just
that's
one
a
random
fact.
weekend booked a hotel somewhere and just
No.
gone out.
I've never been outside of Leicester either. The only time is when I went uni in Birmingham, and New Year's Manchester once. That's it. Other than that, I've never been London night out. I've never been Newcastle. Never been
Mad.
Liverpool. Never been. Yeah, me neither.
I almost got arrested once on a night out, but
Oh.
it's probably about as wild as my life gets.
How did that come? What?
I started on my mate, believe it or not. It was mad. So it was after the night out, obviously, you know, after
Yeah.
the night out, everyone goes gets food. So we're standing outside the food place.
Yeah.
I think I had some chips and they ended up getting knocked out of my hand by someone. And I thought it was my mate that knocked him out. So I started on him. I started pushing him and stuff. Next minute, about 8 coppers run over to me.
Oh shit.
About 8 of them run over to me, grab me, bring me over to the police car. I was like, right, give me your ID. I'm like, oh my god, what is happening now? I was mashed on my head. I didn't know what day it was.
That is mental.
Gave him my ID. Was like, right, we're gonna give you one more chance. Go home, or we're taking you in for the night. I was like, right, okay. Got my ID, and I just dashed where I went straight off.
Sorry, officer.
Walked
Yes,
home.
officer. Sorry, officer. Yes, officer.
Literally me. That was literally me.
Mate, I'm not gonna lie. I'd see a bit of piss.
It's
trickle
like
down
you would
my
have
leg.
thought I would like knock 4 people out the way they all came over.
No, but they do. I think they're fully over aggressive. I'm not even gonna lie. Like
It's a
they'll-
power.
They
It's
were.
same as bouncers. Bouncers have got a power
Oh,
trip. I don't know what it is,
bouncers
man.
think they're
Like,
the absolute
Bouncers
shit.
are the failed cops, aren't they?
Yeah.
That's what
they
are.
literally feel like they can do anything.
Yeah, they
Like,
feel like they're the man in town. Like, you come to me, you're asking me for entrance into this place. Like, mate, you're just standing outside. You just want to check I've
You
got
want a
nothing
sticky
fishy,
floor with
like,
with an overpaid drink?
Huh?
You come to me. That's what they're like. You want a sticky floor,
Yeah.
overpaid drink,
Yeah.
smoking area.
Yeah.
That's
I'm
all.
not letting you in.
That's all a night out is. Overpaid drinks, to be honest. It's the atmosphere that you're paying for. That's what
Oh,
You're
yeah,
paying
yeah,
for the
yeah.
atmosphere, and a lot of guys are paying for the pum. So, yeah.
Imagine going on a night out sober the whole night. Though.
Dead.
Like,
I've
could be-
Do you
I've
know what the
done
worst
it,
thing
man.
is? Oh
I've
my
done
god,
it.
that reminds me.
I've
of
done
a
it.
story.
I've been the designated driver.
Oh,
No,
God.
I've
And I
never
remember
done
when
that.
Coke did a promo that if you showed your car keys, you got a free glass of Coke. So
Swear
I was
down.
going around everywhere. Yeah, it was a free night out for me. But it's the awkwardest thing in the world. I kid you not. Everyone else
Try and
around
dance
you
all
is
sober.
That guy,
Would-
you know.
You know what's just more awkward? I don't think it's necessarily being on the night out like in a nightclub. I think it's trying to get everybody in the car and driving home. So I used to live in a place called Gainsborough, and we used to go out on nights out in Lincoln.
Yeah.
And like that's sort of like a half an hour drive. So when I was designated driver, it was like everyone would be pissed, steaming, and they'd be all trying to put you off driving back from Lincoln. So it's a half an hour drive. And everyone's just pissed. And then you always get the ones that's like, pull over. Ooh, I'm going to be sick. I'm going to be
Oh,
sick. You're like, for
that's a
fuck's sake, I just want my bed.
Yeah,
It's
that's
4
a
in the
CBA.
morning and I'm sober.
Yeah, I could never do that. That is mental.
No, not about that.
I
Life.
have done that though. To be fair, I'm not. I don't know how I got through this period in my life. I don't know what was going on in my mind. But when I started uni for the first 4 months, like first 4 months, I was sober all the time. I was literally
Man,
sober all the time. Like, I didn't
what?
drink for the first 4 months. I didn't know why, and I remember the first time I did drink on a night out, and it felt fucking amazing. But like, I don't know how I did it. I was literally going on nights out. There was one night, yeah, where obviously one of my like roommates who lived in the flat, like the house accommodation, uni accommodation. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah, he was on a night out. I was literally just with him the whole night. My man was puking up in his shoes, like he's puking up over his like his trousers and all this. Like I'm putting him to bed, and I'm just thinking, sitting, what the fuck are you doing? Like I just looked at myself in his room, right, when this guy's puking on the floor. right? You've got some other girl like I don't know if he's like someone he was moving to or whatever. His girl's like worried shit, saying what's wrong with him? Has he had a fight or something? I'm saying no, he's just fucking thrown up. He's just an idiot. And I'm just sitting there, I'm thinking, I am sober right now. Like, what am I doing with my life right now? Like, I am not living this life to the fullest. So, like, after that, I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I ain't being designated fucking nurse. Dead that. just started getting pissed at myself. Like, I don't know how I went through that period, though. I'm not going to lie. I don't know how I went through that first 4 months, like, not being drunk. Uni-wise, when we used to go out.
Yeah, that is bizarre. 4 years.
Crazy.
All right.
No, 4 months. About 4 years. 4 years.
Oh, he said 4 months.
4
Sorry,
months,
I thought he said 4 years. I was like,
no, the first 4 months of my first
Sober
year.
for the whole of uni.
That was sober through the whole of uni.
And an extra year on top of it.
Yeah, so basically 4 months of the first year. So my first
year. Yeah.
But, mate,
Still crazy. No, everyone that I know that goes to uni just goes for the piss up. That's it. They don't even care about what they're going for.
Same.
Like they will literally go to uni for anything. You know, oh, I'm going to uni to do media. Well, you have no interest in media. Yeah, I know, but it's just got me into uni.
Literally.
Yeah, legit.
Right. But listen, I think that's gonna wrap things up, guys. If that's all right with you.
Been a pleasure.
Honestly, thank you so much for joining us, Miles. It's been
no problem.
It's been
Massive
great
getting you on,
learning
man.
your story as well.
Sick.
Like, honestly, big respect to you. Obviously, thank you for helping out a very small podcast channel like us at this moment in
All
time.
good.
It's
I mean, I'll do what I can, but I don't have much pull nowadays.
It's all right.
You got to try and get viewers in from somewhere.
The revival 2021. I'm telling you.
This is it.
It is. But no, on a serious note, thank you so much, mate. Massively appreciate you for
No problem.
just taking
Also,
the time out as well.
If I know Liam's probably watching this, Liam, if you want to talk, clear the air, I'm down.
There you go.
That's what it's about. Listen, we're all in this grind together. At the end of the day, I think that's the key thing is, there is certain elements of beef, if you want to call it. But at the end of the day, we are all in this grind together. There's sometimes people cross the line, and I've experienced that personally. People do cross the line, and there is no turning back from that. I see it. But, in certain instances, like the situation we've I think it's just have a conversation and, kiss and
make up, simple as that.
But
there
it is. Guys, thank you so much for watching this episode. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. Listen, this is episode 4 now, isn't it?
Episode 4 of the Vibe Podcast,
4.
man. Links will all be in the description as per usual. Smash the hell out of the like button. Subscribe if you're not a fraud, because I don't know what you're doing. And we'll get what is it? Next episode, next week, same time.
Next week, same time. We're going to try and make it Sunday uploads if we can.
Sunday uploads is when you're expecting these. If there's any issues and stuff, we'll let you know on streams and whatnot and all that. So
we'll do. But guys, thank you so much. As always, love you all, and we will see you in the next one. Take care.
Peace.